passion untamed. Greg adds the color in the game we're framed. JJ crunches stats, analyzing each play.
Bryce.
On the sideline where heroes stay. Fight Red Devil football, a force to be reckoned in our hearts and souls. Forever beckoned with Fun 92.7. Our story's been told, 15 years strong. As champions unfold.
The following is a copyrighted feature of the Fun Media Group in conjunction with the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fife Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast Booth. It's the Red Devil Preview on Fun 92.7. Brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Championship Friday here on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM HD2. The Class 3A Region 8 Championship is on the line here from Coolidge-Isbell Field, home of the Geraldine Bulldogs, whom tonight will play host to the visiting Fife Red Devils. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears and our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter, Mr. Bryce Tuthero, with us this evening. We also have a special guest with us as Jeremy Johnson missing in action once again, but a late call. Never too late when it comes to this young man. Josh Strawbaugh makes his return to the Fun Media Group airwaves with the Red Devil Radio Show. Glad you have decided to join us here this evening as we get you set 57 and a half minutes away from a region championship. And Greg, this was the game that many pundits, folks like you and I in the media and things of that nature, were pointing to this game very early on, even before the first balls were ever kicked off in mid-August, and saying, if everything goes the way it should, this is the game for the region title. And it turns out it's that way.
Oh, yep, it is. You know, both teams undefeated in the region, right where they both expected to be. And it's been like that for the last 4 or 5 years, really. Sylvania's kind of slid in there a little bit, but most of the time it's coming down to Fife and Geraldine for this region title.
This has been, to say the least, Bryce, you've played in a few of these, a very heated rivalry, in particular these last 4 and 5 seasons dating back to 2021. In Coach Michael Davis's first year here at Geraldine, he got his very first signature win ever over Fife, and not only getting a win over Fife, but putting a stop to the nation's longest winning streak. Since then, these two teams have flip-flopped back and forth wins every year.
Yeah, ever since then, I feel like the rival between Fife and Plainview has kind of dimmed down, and it's turned into Fife and Geraldine. Every single year, it's Fife and Geraldine coming out with a big game every year. Never fails, and playing in them, you definitely feel the pressure a little bit. You're like, wow, because there's so much on the social media and all that, posting it saying, big game, show up. I mean, it's for the region tonight, so, I mean, definitely feel the pressure, and it's always a fun time to play in these big games. You know there's going to be a big crowd. You
know, I think you're the only one on this crew who could legally say what you just said and get away with it and not make some folks mad. I think the rest of us, and even Greg, he remembers that Plainview-Fife rivalry when it was huge. I remember it on the back end of it being huge back when it started kind of dimming out. But nevertheless, I think you're right, at least in the intermediate time. Plainview's not even on the schedule. You get the Geraldine Bulldogs, you're bouncing back and forth, 2-2 in the last 4 seasons. This has been, as we welcome Josh Strawbaugh into the broadcast, a very heated rivalry. And if you only go by history, that says not good things in Fife's favor tonight, as they won this game last year.
Yeah, last year it's a little bit wider of a margin than I think I expected in this game, but you can definitely tell it's a rivalry, because when we got here earlier to come set things up, we definitely got some strange looks as we walked through the gate wearing red. But you know, I haven't been here since I was 8-9 years old playing in Little League, and it honestly felt a little bit like North Jackson walking in, just with the stairs that we got. But you know, these are two really highly ranked teams that have very good athletes all across the board, and you know, we'll get into that in a little bit, but these are two teams that they have a lot of expectations, and their coaches expect a lot of them, and the that coaches get what they expect.
Yeah.
So this is the type of game that you look for, the type of game you play for, the type of game that you work all summer for. So I know these kids are ready, and I don't think I can be any more ready.
I think the looks were only because there was two good-looking Devils walking in, and we couldn't help but get everybody's attention in that moment.
Roll
Wait,
Tide.
Bryce and I weren't with you. What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, hold on.
We'll let the folks at home watching on the camera judge for themselves. 84th meeting between these two programs. Fife won this meeting last year, as we said, 42-7. Fife does own the all-time record, 46-35-2. As Greg said, both teams come in undefeated in region play, but not without a blemish overall. Both teams are 7-1 overall, both non-region losses. Fife's came very early in the season against Maplesville and Montgomery. Geraldine's just a few weeks ago to Boaz when they got shut out a little bit surprisingly 20-0 after manhandling the Pirates on this very field last season. So that shocked a few folks, but to hear Coach Michael Davis tell it, Greg, they had nowhere near their best game that night, and to quote, they played like crap.
Yeah, from what I read, I did not get a chance to go back and watch any film, but it looked like that anything that could go wrong went wrong for them. We always talk about Fife this way, but they didn't play Geraldine football.
On the other side of the coin, the Fife Red Devils, they've been rolling, Bryce, ever since that loss to Maplesville in Montgomery, reeled off 7 straight wins. A big part of their tough schedule came very early, not only with Maplesville, but Pisgah and Collinsville following that to get into region play with Collinsville. We know how those games went. Since then, it's not been as big a challenge, but I dare say both teams come in tested tonight, in particular the Fife Red Devils.
Oh, yeah, both teams have definitely had some really good games this year, you know, figuring out what they need to work on, really opening their eyes, saying, wow, we need to work on this and that, and getting that team chemistry together all year. I mean, this is near the end of the season, and both teams have been playing, and they're going to have good chemistry, and that's how you win games. So it's going to be a heck of a game, and it did come early for Fife, but Geraldine also had one loss. So both teams know what a loss feels like, and they probably don't want to feel it again.
That's exactly right, especially with a region championship on the line, and we're here for every single bit of it. We're going to take a break here on the preview show. When we come back, we are going to dive a little bit into the Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard, get you caught up on some games of note. There are a few games of consequence going on here in DeKalb County this week. Tonight, as a matter of fact, just up the road a little bit up in Rainsville, Plainview playing host to the Madison Academy Mustangs. That is for a region championship, as opposed to last season. That game was just to get into the playoffs. My, oh my, how the turntables. I know you'd like that one. How the tables have turned is the more adequate way to say that in that region up in Class 4A. Let's take a break. When we come back, we dive right into that Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard and get you set for tonight's matchup, as we, in just a bit, will hear from head football coach Michael Davis and head football coach Paul Benefield, both of the Geraldine Bulldogs and the Fife Red Devils, respectively. Back in a moment, you're listening to Fife Red Devil Football and the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle on Fun Radio.
The Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The Mayor and Town Council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
50 words to describe 50 Taters. Delicious, tasty, mouth-watering food heaven. Well, there are many more words, but to experience comfort food in a casual dining atmosphere, stop in at 50 Taters. From loaded taters that are legendary in North Alabama to sizzling steaks, tantalizing barbecue plates, burgers, and simply irresistible salads, the choices are endless. Fill up before the big game at 50 Taters in Rainsville at 770 East Main Street. Open Wednesday through Saturday 11 to 8 and Sundays 11 till 2:30. 50 Taters. It's taterific.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fife and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Need a car but have no credit, bad credit, or no down payment? No problem at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace.
Hi, this is Maverick with Maverick Towing.
And we understand life happens. That's why we offer hassle-free financing, a layaway program, and fast approvals to get you on the road in about 30 minutes. Every car now comes with a warranty for added peace of mind. We're family-owned, conveniently located on Highway 75 proudly serving our community for over a decade. Browse our inventory today at aceautosalesonline.com.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, cow trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil preview, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
High atop Coolidge Isbell Field, we welcome you back to Geraldine, Alabama for tonight's Region 8 championship between the homestanding Geraldine Bulldogs and the visiting Fife Red Devils. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears and our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter, Mr. Bryce Tuthero. Guest analyst tonight, statistician, is Josh Drawball. Let's take a look now at our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. Lots of implications tonight across the board. Big games like galore, like we mentioned a moment ago, the Plainview-Madison Academy game. Bryce Tuthero has got the latest on the scoreboard tonight of games we're following.
We got Albertville at James Clemens, Appalachian at Valley Head, Arab at Boaz, Asbury at Wattsburg Christian, Athens at Decatur, Austin at Grissom, Bob Jones at Huntsville, Brindley Mountain at Sylvania, Columbia at Jasper, Coleman at Buckhorn, Fairview at East Limestone, Fort Payne at Lee Huntsville, Fife at Geraldine, Galesville at Woodville, Gunnersville at Douglas, Holly Pond at Collinsville, Eider at Ragland, Madison Academy at Plainview, Madison County at DAR, Muscle Shoals at Hartselle, New Hope at Westminster Christian, North Jackson at Randolph. Oh, it's
refreshing on you there.
And then we got Pisgah at North Sand Mountain, Pleasant Valley at Section, Priceville at Russellville, Red Bay at Tanner, Sardis at Brewer, Southeastern at West End, Southside Gadsden at Hazel Green, Sparkman at Florence, St. John Paul II at Danville, Susan Moore at Cleveland, West Morgan at Wilson, and Winston County at Decatur Heritage.
I want to ask you quickly, Greg Mears, of those games that just got called out, which one strikes your interest?
Well, definitely the Plainview, Madison Academy. Madison Academy has pretty much ruled that 4A, and I'd like to, see a great game there. And then also, honestly, the Pisgah North Jackson interests me a lot too. Even though the North Jackson has a loss, that will be for the region title. Winner, North Jackson wins, they've got the region title. So those two really interest me the most.
Josh, you've been paying attention to 5A Region 8 for the most part of this season. I think you've also had to pay a little attention to a Class 3A Region 8 opponent as well, one that may be on the field tonight. But your take on that scoreboard, what games intrigue you?
Yep. Real quick, we talked about it in the break that Geraldine is kind of that extra team in 5A Region 8 because almost all of their non-region games consist of 5A Region 8 teams. And their jamboree was against a 5A Region 8 team in Gunnersville, which is, I did go to that game, so I did see Geraldine in that jamboree. But, yeah, I'm kind of with Greg. The Pisgah North Sand Mountain game is one that's kind of interesting. And then Galesville and Woodville, I'm curious to see how Woodville bounces back after the tough region championship loss last week to Appalachian, who is a really, really, really good football team. I was really wanting them to pull that out, but 2 seed, first time hosting a home playoff game, so I mean that's really big for them. Hopefully, can get the first playoff win. So I'm definitely going to have my eyes on Woodville tonight, and then Priceville and Russellville I think is another good one that might be might be a little hidden in the list of games we got.
I think I kind of set him up, boys, in case you guys don't remember, he's a Woodville man.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of set him up for an easy track there. Woodville having the best season undeniably in program history, and was just that close. The fact that they were even playing for a region championship talks about the steps in the right direction and making a positive strides for that program. Of course, one Tyler Van, who is just up the road now at Scottsboro, once the head football coach of the Woodville Panthers, and of course folks around here are familiar with him, being a 4-year stint with the Sylvania Rams. So it's quite interesting how high school football has played out the last few years, in particular with teams like Geraldine scheduling much tougher, which is essentially what they've done. Fife trying to schedule much tougher and ends up going and playing teams like Maplesville and schedules Pisgah, whom are both expected to go deep into the playoffs here in 2025. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to deep dive into the Geraldine Bulldogs, give you a breakdown of their season. We'll also hear from the head football coach of the Geraldine Bulldogs, Coach Michael Davis. He was kind enough to sit down with me earlier this week. We continue with the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle, right after this on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM, HD2.
The town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Looking to clear land, prep a site, or lay the groundwork for your next big project? Collins Constructors brings the muscle, the machines, and the mindset to get it done right. From excavation and grading to forestry, mulching, and underground utilities, we dig deep so you don't have to. Whether it's small residential jobs to large-scale commercial projects, when you're ready to break ground, don't just hire anyone. Visit collinsconstructors.com or call 256-440-0386. Collins Constructors, proudly built on faith. Dig deep. Build better.
Ready to lose weight and feel great? The Diet Consultants in Fort Payne are here and ready to help. Owner Russell Hutcherson, CRNP, helps patients achieve their weight loss goals with weight loss medications and nutrition planning catered specifically to each patient with no consultation fees. Visit us at 1600 Galt Avenue South or call 256-426-3693 to schedule your appointment today and receive a new patient discount. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. The Diet Consultants. Your success is our priority.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
We welcome you back to the FTC broadcast booth. On top of it tonight in the cool, crisp air of Sand Mountain football, specifically Class 3A Region 8 tonight, the Geraldine Bulldogs and the Fife Red Devils. It doesn't get any better than this. What's on the line? Well, simply put, first place in the region. A home playoff berth has already been secured, but the possibility of getting 2 straight is on the line as well this evening. And, of course, that cross region being Region 7 this year in Class 3A, that's that Mars Hill region where, boy, that thing's going to get tough in a hurry if you're not careful. I'm Adam Ward alongside Bryce Tuthrow, Greg Mears, and our guest commentator this evening, Mr. Josh Drawbaugh. Josh, at some point I want to warn you, I'm probably going to call you somebody else's name at some point. Just buckle up.
Fully prepared.
We'll get through it. Everything will be all right. But speaking of naming someone else, let's name the Geraldine Bulldogs here because they have had a season to remember. They wanted to be undefeated coming into this game. So did Fife. That's one of those things that you could say it, but it matters not. It doesn't make a hill of beans a difference at this point in this 84th meeting because the 2 losses, the one each that both teams share, does not in any way impact what's going to happen here tonight on this field. Again, I remind you, Fife won 42-7 last season. The all-time record 46-35-2. This is a top 5 matchup if things just couldn't get any heavier, Greg. Fife at 3 and Geraldine at 5 in the ADSWA rankings.
Yeah, and usually by this time of the year, those rankings mean a lot. You know, beginning of the year, those writers look at what you did last year. They don't look at what you've lost or who's coming back or any of that stuff. But when you get towards this time of the year, those rankings can mean a lot. And like you say, a great matchup between 3 and 5 here.
Both teams, as I said, Bryce, will host in the first round of the playoffs on November 7th. It's just a matter of what seed they are and who they're going to play. But I would about guarantee, as someone who's played in this matchup on many of occasion, that's the furthest thing from their mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing tonight, you could probably care less about that right now. All you're thinking about is I'm ready to beat that other team across from me tonight. And really, I mean, it's a rival now. So, I mean, you're just wanting to win. That's all you want to do tonight.
Josh, 6 seniors have returned for Coach Michael Davis and his Bulldogs, including linebacker Gabriel Garcia, offensive lineman Dylan Galloway, and safety Eli Schlageter. There's another guy, though, that's been getting the headlines for this Geraldine Bulldog team, rightfully so. This has been very much a team effort by Geraldine all the way around, including these 6 seniors.
Yeah, you know, Wade is he's kind of picked up that weight of being the bell cow because coming into the year, or, you know, middle of the offseason, we all thought, you know, Jordan Langford, who's kind of been their guy the last year or two, and, you know, he ended up having a knee injury, I believe it was, but Wade has accounted for over 1,400 yards of total offense with 21 touchdowns for Geraldine. So I'll say that he's definitely taken that bell cow role for Geraldine. They really didn't seem to have that figured out when I seen them play in the Jamboree against Guntersville, but as you mentioned earlier, they have since figured that out because standing at 7-1. So obviously they've got some things on the ship that they've righted, but you know, Wade's a guy that Fife is going to have to stop and going to have to slow down tonight because he is their bell cow.
Only a sophomore, Greg, but still accounting at the quarterback position specifically, talking about getting your quarterback involved, being a young man like he is. He's not he might as well be a seasoned veteran at this point. He's playing more than just a sophomore role. He's playing more like a junior and a seasoned vet.
Oh, yeah. Once you get to this game 8, game 9 of the year, you're definitely not a sophomore or freshman anymore. You've accounted for that entire season. So you've already made that step up. And again, like Josh was saying, he's definitely the offense runs through him. There's no doubt about that. Through the air, on the ground, he's the one you got to stop.
Bryce, let me give you a few numbers here. Geraldine scoring-wise, offensively, they have more than doubled up themselves on the defensive side. On the offense, they've scored a total of 353 points to average 44.1 points per game. That one loss, a shutout, kind of hurt that there a bit, that average. But they have only surrendered 110 points for an average of 13.8 points defensively per game. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a heck of a stat right there. I mean, limiting a team to scoring a minimum of 2 touchdowns a game by looking at the stats here, that'll win you a game right there. I mean, all you got to do is score 3 and you've won. So, I mean, that'll win you a game right there. And, I mean, you couldn't ask for better. Your team can't do no better than that right there almost.
Or in their case, a couple of touchdowns with a field goal. That kicker we were talking about here, credit where credit is due.
Oh, yeah. Heck of a kicker. Phillips, he's a kicker for sure. He's out there bombing, what was that, 40, 30-yarders out here?
35 and 40-yarders, yeah.
Just bombing them left and right, making them like it's nothing. And I got to give credit where credit's due. He's a good kicker.
You're more than familiar with him. He was your teammate for a couple of years there before he made the transfer to Geraldine. There's also another familiar face on the other side of the coin here, Greg, in defensive coordinator Ethan Jones for the Geraldine Bulldogs, a former Fife Red Devil himself. That leads me to ask this question. How much does familiarity between these coaching staffs fit into a game like this, or does it matter at all?
Well, I think at this point in time, both coaching staffs been there for a little while now. There's probably not a whole lot of surprises. I'm sure it did help them out, the first year or two that he was over here. But now, you've got enough on tape that you know what Fife's going to do, and they know what Geraldine's going to do.
Want to let you know that Coach Michael Davis is in his 5th season now as the head man of his alma mater. He's 44-14 overall in his 5-year tenure. And I had the opportunity to sit down with him earlier this week to chat with him. It's a part of our Coaches Chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. Here is my conversation with the head football coach of the Geraldine Bulldogs, Coach Michael Davis.
Talking with the head football coach of the Geraldine Bulldogs, Coach Michael Davis. And Coach, take me through a little bit about this program. You're talking about not only building the kids each and every year, but your staff as well. Tell me a little bit about your staff, this program that you've put together as you are getting ready to round out your 5th regular season as the head coach here at your alma mater.
Yeah, so first year it was just me and 2 other certified coaches on staff. We found a way to coach 3 different football teams. We coached the junior high team, we coached the JV team, we coached the varsity team. And it seems like every year it's gotten easier, and that goes back to an administration that backs you and things like that and supports what you're doing. And we have that here. We have a really good administration that really supports us and wants to see us do well because they believe in what we're doing. So we've been able to grow the staff. Got Coach Bobby Williams this year. We got Coach Logan McCullough this year. We got Coach David Akins last year. Then we have several really good volunteers, Coach Carlos Benitez, Coach Russell Hatley, Coach Larkin Rodgers. We got him last year. He's a certified employee in the building too. We got him last year. Of course, Ethan Jones and Trey Gilbert, Jamie Gilbert, Jeremy Smith, several coaches. We got a huge coaching staff that I believe in what they stand for. I think very highly of what they stand for, and they're the type of men that make me want to be a better man. So anytime I can put those guys around me and they're going to make me a better man, I know they're going to be better for the kids, So, really good staff.
Definitely, some of those names, of course, I'm familiar with as well. But when you can do that and get yourself not only surrounding yourself with those kinds of guys, but your kids as well, that bodes very well for your program and going in a positive and trending right in the right direction. Let's talk about the game this week, though, with the Fife Red Devils. You and I kind of talked about everybody making things sometimes bigger than what they need to be as far as the game itself goes, depending on who the opponent is. Everybody knows it's a rivalry game. You've set yourself up to this point to play for a region championship. Tell me what you see when you turn on the film of the Fife Red Devils.
Very physical group, very disciplined group. And what you see is what you're going to get. There's nothing different. It's a consistency of this is what we're going to do. We're going to execute at a high level. We're going to do the little things the correct way. And if you can stop us, great. If you can't, then, it's going to be a long night. And you got hats off to their program and what Coach Benefield's done there. That's the way you want things. You look at all these, all this cool stuff or the new fad or football or whatever it may be, but ultimately at the end of the day, it comes down to doing the little things right and being the most physically sound team. And that's what you want to see. And, as far as Friday night and this environment, it's what you live for. As a competitor, you want to play in an environment like this. If you're not a competitor, then you run and shy away from things like this. But if you're a competitor and a fierce competitor and you want to see your kids thrive in moments like this, you got to put them out there. You got to create environments like this. You got to schedule games like this. You got to put your kids out there because, if you can sit there and talk all you want. You can talk all you want and say all these things you want to your kids, but at the end of the day, that's just barking, So, let's go out there and do it. Let's go ahead and schedule those games. With this right here, it's a region game, so it was already scheduled, but you got to go out and schedule those games and put your kids out there in that environment, let them thrive.
Coach, this game has been competitive ever since you took over as the head coach here at Geraldine. Every year, flip-flopping wins back and forth. What does that say for both communities to make this game competitive again? And in some cases, there's teams that hadn't beat teams in quite some time, and whether that's at the high school level, college level, whatever it might be. But when you can constantly make this game competitive year in and year out. What's that say for both communities as a whole?
Well, first off, that's what creates a rivalry that's meaningful. You know, you have rivalries that, like you just said, are lopsided, you know, and, you know, communities don't really get up for those because they have an expectation of what's going to happen on a Friday night, regardless of, you know, if they know anything on, you know, about the teams or not. They're going to have an expectation of what's going to happen. But, you know, anytime you can create a rivalry with a community, with two close communities like this, that, you know, that know each other, that go to church together, that kids know each other, they're friends, their parents are friends, it makes for a great Friday night atmosphere.
The head football coach of the Geraldine Bulldogs, Coach Michael Davis. I want to say one more time a huge thank you to him having me inside the facilities and opportunity to chat with him. I had to pick on him a little bit because it was something that I had never thought about until we sat down yesterday. And he and I have sat down and had multiple conversations, ran into each other out in public and chatted before, but I never put two and two together. My very first game was his very last game as a Geraldine Bulldog player at Fife, when Geraldine took Fife into the fourth quarter up 10-0, and Fife ended up coming back scoring 2 touchdowns mid-fourth quarter to win 14-10, going back to 2012. I kind of brought that up, and he goes, I don't like talking about that.
So thanks for the memories, man.
he said, I take that game solely on my shoulders because he mentioned I was suffering from a full body cramp that game, and I've never had one in my life until that night, and I've never had one since. He said, but I blame myself for that loss. And I told him, I said, you know, I hadn't put two and two together, but I guess you're right. So I said, a good memory for me. He kind of grinned and said, it's not a good one for me. So thanks, Coach Davis, I guess one more time. But no, sincerely, thank you for sitting down and talking with me. Looking forward to watching his program tonight and the effort that they will put out. When we come back, we'll break down the Fighting for Red Devils side of things. We'll get you set for the matchup, hearing from head football coach Paul Benefield as well as we get geared up for the Froggy Freeze pregame chill. And chill it's going to be here this evening. Stay with us as Fife and Geraldine will play out on the field in less than a half hour's time right here on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7. We continue with the preview show right after this.
The town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the Ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fife, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back to Coolidge-Isbell Field here on the campus of Geraldine High School. Class 3A Region 8 Championship on the line tonight. Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Josh Strabaugh atop the FTC broadcast booth. Bryce Tuthero has descended down to the playing surface tonight where the action will take place. We'll check in with him as he takes his position across the way. Coming up in just a few moments, the Fife Red Devils enter this game, as we told you, with an overall 7-1 record, 6-0 in region play. Greg, it seems like almost every year we talk about the coaching job that Coach Benefield is doing, especially when there's, say, lesser talented teams coming out on the field for the Fife Red Devils. It's been another phenomenal coaching job from game one to now.
It has, and he always does a great job. And what do they talk about? You can't measure heart. Fife's team always has heart, and they always find that running back. You think, okay, somebody graduated, who's going to fill his shoes? You know, every year they come up with somebody, and Ryder Gibson has been that this year. I mean, he hasn't missed a beat.
Josh, scoring-wise for the Fife Red Devils, 389 total points scored offensively. That's good for an average of 48.6 points per game. They have surrendered a bit more, 36 more to be exact, than Geraldine on the season at 146. Their average up is nearly a complete 5 points compared to Geraldine's defense, up to 18.3 points per game. But I look at those numbers, I compare them to what we brought up last break with the Geraldine Bulldogs. If you go by those alone, this should be a very balanced matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be from top to bottom. And I think you take away the Maplesville game, I think those averages are even closer. So, like I say, it's one game that makes a big difference in those numbers. But, we talked about John Beck Wade. It's going to be a tough one, being the bell cow for Geraldine. We all know that Ryder Gibson is the bell cow for Fife. He's the leading rusher on the team by pretty much over 1,000 yards when you look at the numbers. But, there's different guys throughout this team that have kind of stepped up into some roles that maybe they didn't expect to start the season. Maybe some names that they may not get called a lot, but they're playing big roles. Hayden Parker comes to mind. He was the one kid that had a big game earlier in the year, and I text you, who is this kid?
Yep.
So, there's many kids throughout this roster, and, if I start naming them all, I'll forget one. But there's kids that have stepped up and played roles that nobody's expected. And so far, just based off what I've heard all season, they've done a very good job at it.
Greg, I want to throw two numbers out here at you. You tell me which is more impressive. First of all, Fife on fourth down offensively this season has only gone for it a total of 8 times, never more than twice in a ball game. They have had 4 games where they have not gone for it on fourth down. So only 4 games in total that they have up to this point, and they're 4 of 8 on fourth down on the offensive side. Good, obviously, for 50%. Any mathematician can tell you that one. The other number I want to tell you and ask you which is more impressive, the fact that they scored another 3 turnovers defensively last week, including a pick 6 from Maddox Doss. They forced 2 fumbles and had an interception to put them up to 14 total turnovers on the year, 8 fumbles, 6 interceptions defensively. They've only surrendered 1 fumble on a bad snap early in the season by Hayden Parker. That's a turnover margin of plus 13. So whether it's 50% on fourth down or a turnover margin of plus 13, which is more impressive to you?
For me, it's the turnovers. When you can take the ball away from somebody that many times, great things are going to happen. Fourth down with with Fife's offense, you're going to expect them to, first off, not run into that many, but they've also got the offense that they can get them when they have to have them too. But, that turnover margin, only giving up 1 all year long, that is fantastic.
Josh, I believe Bryce is still working on getting his microphone figured out with new batteries put in it there, so we'll check in with him in a moment. But you're sort of the stat man tonight, so I want you to pull up that stat sheet I gave you and take a look specifically at that first name rushing. Read that first line for the folks.
Rushing, Ryder Gibson, 104 carries, 1,488 yards, 25 touchdowns, averaging 14.3 yards per carry. He is 6 of 8 on 2-point conversion attempts. And that's a big reason why in the last couple games, Fife has not seen a third down until nearly the end of the third quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially when you consider the fact that some of those third downs, those fourth downs, have kind of come in the garbage time, shall we say, Greg?
Yeah, absolutely. And the key tonight for Geraldine, honestly, is going to be that defensive line. You've got to hit Ryder in that backfield. You got to at least slow him down back there, because once he gets around that corner or gets through that hole, boy, it's really tough to bring him down then. So penetration is going to be a key.
As a team, Fife has racked up 3,339 total yards, both through the air and on the ground, and they have amassed 55 touchdowns as a team here in 2025. Looking to add to those numbers a bit here tonight. Coach Paul Benefield sat down and chatted with me earlier this week, as he always does. That conversation once more presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. Here's my conversation with the head football coach of the Fife Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield.
Coach, before we get into this matchup tonight, let's go back last week to Holly Pond, as we usually do. A tough and physical first quarter, especially for your guys, but I know that that's something that you like to see this late in the season, getting some challenging games in as the playoffs approach and seeing where your guys how far they've progressed in the season. Take me through that game last week and kind of what you felt leaving there from Holly Pond last week.
Well, I thought their kids played hard, and ours did too. Of course, every team seems like plays harder at home, and so they give us a little tussle there and early, and actually I thought they played the whole first half pretty hard, and so just proud of our kids for getting a region win and getting everything set up for a home playoff game. Whether it's a win or lose this week, we get to host a playoff game.
Always good also to have the news of Weston Evans getting to come back. We thought maybe things were a little bit worse. Talk about how he played for you and, of course, what you saw from him.
He played good. He's a steady player, and, we got him out early in the second half there, and he just needs to heal up a little bit. But I think he'll be ready to go for the future.
Coach, as we do get into this matchup this week, it's the final regular season game for you in 2025 with that bye week next week. How far has this team come? I know this year has flown by. It seems like it always does, but how far has this team come from that Maplesville game to now?
Well, we've improved. Of course, don't mean you'd improve if you had to line up and play them again. It might be the same thing, but we just, those first three games were tough, and we grew up a little bit in that, and the kids got a little more focused here when the weather's cooled down. So just had, a great year, and I guess anytime you win more than you lose, you got to consider it a good year.
Coach Michael Davis and the Geraldine Bulldogs await you this week. Of course, a lot of folks now familiar with Coach Davis and how he likes to run things at Geraldine. When you turn on that tape, you watch Geraldine, what do you see?
Good football team. Got a lot of guys out there playing hard and hustling, and they're physical, and they're big in places, and they got speed. So, and we got to go to their place this time. So it's going to be a tough road, but you just got to try to focus on small things and win your little battles on whatever you're blocking or tackling or whatever, and hope you can make one more play than they do.
John Beck Wade's a guy that gets a lot of attention for the Geraldine Bulldogs, and nearly 1,500 offensive yards for him there. And you get some guys like that. It's not every week that you go against some guys that are sort of the headliners for a specific team per se, but when you see him, what kind of challenges does he present?
Yeah, he can throw it and run it, and he's elusive back there, and he's, just a quick, explosive athlete. And they've got some more guys that are too, and just solid all the way around.
And Coach, finally, as I mentioned, you do get a bye week next week. A little unusual to end the season and have that break between the playoffs. How will you utilize that week as you prepare for whomever you may play in the first round?
Well, we'd like to let our kids get some rest. Right now my plans are to maybe give them off Monday and just re-energize a little bit, and the coaching staff too, and we'll start Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and probably, go scout Friday.
Coach, as always, want to thank you for your time. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
That is the head football coach of the Fife Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. Bryce Tuthero has rejoined us from the Ace Auto Sales sideline this evening. Bryce, new batteries, and you're all squared away, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm squared away. I got my gloves on. I'm good to go down here.
Bryce, I want to ask you, you played not only in this matchup, but you have played for region championships. What's going through the minds and through the bodies, the stomachs, if you will, of both of these young men on either side? This opportunity, not every team gets this chance. These two teams have been here for a while getting these opportunities, but I would imagine that the feeling never changes when a championship of any caliber is on the line.
Yeah, you definitely got butterflies on both sides here. I mean, not every team gets to do this. So, I mean, it's just something crazy. Like, we get to do this, and, most people don't. So it's something just you're thinking about, and you want to come out here and give it your all. That's for sure. You want to come out here, give it your best. There's going to be a big crowd. This is a huge game. Winner takes all. And you got them butterflies, and you're ready to play. That's all I got to say.
How much is it really on the mind, though? How much do the coaches I know you can't answer necessarily specifically for Geraldine, but at 5, for instance, how much of that is stuck in the minds of the kids? Because I imagine Coach Benefield is not – he's not a preachy type of coach. I imagine he's not preaching this too hard.
No, he probably mentioned this is region – to win region one time, Monday, and that was about it. He treated it like just a normal game the rest of the week. Come out here, do your job. And that's all he says. Come in here and do your job. Don't let your teammates down.
Greg, I would imagine the semblance is a bit the same on the team in black tonight. That would be the Geraldine Bulldogs, Coach Michael Davis. He's had his team now in this position, as we mentioned, his 5th season. He's looking not only for a big win against Fife tonight, but a continuation of the right stepping stones for this Geraldine Bulldog program.
Yeah, again, they've done a fantastic job. Has won the region twice now or once?
Twice, I believe.
Twice, I believe, yeah. So, again, just looking to make it one more step in the playoffs. I don't believe they've made it past the 3rd round yet. So, he's got an excellent program.
Well, they did make the semifinals.
They did make the semis. Okay, see.
Remember, there was the sign.
My research.
There was the sign up the road where they had the public school state champions because it was them versus 3 other private schools in the semis. Madison Academy came over here and beat them that evening, a game in which Coach Davis actually brought up to me off mic as well and said, we really could have won that game. We shot ourselves in the foot late in that ball game, and it was all our doing. And nobody else's. We lost it. So
them and UCF can celebrate their.
I don't think Coach Davis put that thing up.
I would hope not.
I'll make sure that gets said. It is senior night, by the way, here at Geraldine High School, their final regular season home game of 2025. They will have a matchup next week on Thursday night. And that would be, I believe, the Douglas Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. And again, that's another one of those 5A Region 8 opponents. But Coach Davis and his 6 seniors will get recognized here this evening and honor those seniors, as well as, I'm sure, the band and cheerleader seniors. And so it's going to be a good night. Class 3A Region 8 championship on the line. The Fife Red Devils, their locker room is actually down to our left now. This is the locker room that if you've ever been to Geraldine, is the former locker room for the Bulldogs themselves. It's their old home locker room. They've got a brand new facility built over here to our right behind the end zone and the goal post. Greg, have you gotten a chance to go into that facility?
Yeah, actually the year that they beat us, we went in there after the game to talk to the coaches at that point in time. Beautiful facility, really state-of-the-art.
It is. They continue to improve it. I kind of poked the barrel a little bit and looked at him. I said, you've got computers lined up all along this one wall here just in your office on one wall alone. This looks more like a computer lab. I didn't know kids still knew what computers were today, having their smartphones and their tablets and that kind of thing. Do they know what a keyboard is? And he grinned and he said, actually, believe it or not, a few do, but many don't. And I asked him, is computer lab a thing anymore? He said, it was in my day. I can't vouch for it now.
Well, we had typing class, so no computer class.
But listen, tonight, 2 old-fashioned mindsets kind of going to go at it. I know that Coach Davis is the young buck in this one, Josh, but he grew up playing for an old-school type of mentality, an old-school type of coach. He's tried to bring that to his program, that the toughness and the physicality is what win ball games, not the finesse and making the trick plays, if you will. Coach Benefield's a ground-and-pound, weight room type of guy. Very similar mindsets coming into this one. Should, for all intents and purposes, give us a waylay of a matchup.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of young coaches, especially around this area, that love to pick the brain of Coach Benefield. And Coach Davis is one of those coaches that's up and coming and has that same, like you said, same type of mentality that, hey, we may not be the most athletic team on the field, but we're going to be the most physical. And that's where the weight room comes in, and, late in winter, early spring, throughout the summer, the conditioning, again, the weightlifting, that's where all that comes into play, and that's why it's so important, because you're not always going to beat teams with speed, especially when you get into the Mars Hills of the world, Piedmonts, the Birmingham top schools, Maplesville. I mean, when you get into those schools, speed's not going to beat them. Physicality is going to beat them because you're going to smack them in the mouth so much that they're tired of getting hit.
Yeah.
So then they kind of open the door a little bit, and that's when you take over. So Coach Davis, he's kind of inserted that into this program, and that's why we're having the type of matchup we have.
Let's take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for the Froggy Freeze pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. It comes your way right after this. You're listening to the Fife Red Devil Radio preview show on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
You've been listening to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Coming up next, the Froggy Freeze pregame chill and the opening kickoff on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 HD2.
The Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The Mayor and Town Council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
The right logo makes you memorable, the right website makes you credible, and the right marketing makes you profitable. Let Navexa Marketing and Design help bring your vision to life. From stunning website design and eye-catching logos to powerful social media marketing and custom graphic design, we help your business stand out. Call us at 256-440-1145 or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And visit us online at navexamarketing.com. Navexa Marketing and Design, driven by data, defined by design.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies, designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer relaxation and therapeutic services as well as our Medi-Spa services. We offer massages, skincare, wellness soaks, a nutrition program, and weight loss. We customize and personalize your wellness journey. So call us today at Pennies from Heaven Spa, where you come to get away at 256-638-9772 or 256-638-9SPA.
Petals Flower Shop is proud to support Big Red and is owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. Jennifer takes the time to understand her clients' needs, making every interaction personal and thoughtful. Petals Flower Shop offers a wide selection of beautiful, fresh, and soaked flowers. Daily deliveries available for funerals, weddings, or any special occasion. Call 256-623-2763. Like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook or stop by their new location at 2236 Main Street, Shiloh in Rainsville, right beside W.T. Wilson Funeral Home. Petals Flower Shop, thoughtfully arranged, beautifully delivered.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank, PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Fife Red Devil football is on the air. On the air. We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fife Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Fife Red Devil football. Brought to you by
Collins Constructors, the Clarkson Pennington Law Firm, Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, the Town of Fife, and Mayor Paul Cagle. Southern Ceramic Solutions, First State Bank, Navexa Marketing and Design, 50 Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, Fife Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, South State Realty, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, The Diet Consultants, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, and by Petals Flower Shop.
Fife Red Devil Football. Online at fun927.com, on the Red Devil Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels, and on air on Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast booth, this is the pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. Chill out with a hometown legend.
Welcome to the pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. And chill it is. There's a chill in the air this evening. But boy, oh boy, it finally, after all these weeks, feels exactly like football weather should feel here on Sand Mountain. Welcome to Coolidge Isbell Field, everyone. I'm Adam Wood alongside Greg Mears and Josh Drawbaugh atop the FTC broadcast booth for tonight's Class 3A Region 8 showdown between Fife and Geraldine. Captains begin to make their way out to midfield. Victory line, a massive one for the Geraldine Bulldogs. They got to part the Purple Sea here this evening, if you will, in order to get their captains through. Both teams, one sends out 4, that's Geraldine. Fife sends out 3. Captains shaking hands. Bryce Tutherow out there at midfield. He will stick the microphone into that huddle, and we will get the toss of the coin coming your way right now.
Congratulations on the season you've had this year. Both teams have done a good job. You play hard tonight. We're going to work hard for you. Hugh Miller is our umpire. He'll be behind the defense. My name's Keith Whitmire. I'll be behind the offense. The sportsmanship, number 1 on our list. You play with good sportsmanship, and we'll have a good ball game, I guarantee it. The visiting team gets to call the toss. My coin has heads here and tails here. Heads and tails. What's your call?
Tails.
What'd he say?
Tails.
He said tails. We got a tails. You want to toss. You want to defer?
Yes, sir. Defer.
Okay, everybody stay right where you're at. Fife wins the toss, and they defer. So you want the football, correct? Yes, sir. You want to defend the scoreboard, correct? Yes. If you would, put your back to the scoreboard. Over here with me, Fife. About the 49, guys. About the 49.
As you heard, Fife won the toss, and they defer to the second half. That means they'll play defense first. Fife will come out with the defense on the field. Geraldine, the offense. Bryce Tutherow playing surface and weather conditions tonight.
It's currently 55 degrees out here. It's going to be the lowest, probably about 50 before the game ends. There's a little dew on the field. Got a wind chill out here. It's pretty cold down here on the field tonight, and I think it'll be a good, nice, cold game for football weather.
Captains make their way to their victory lines. The Geraldine Bulldogs to our right. They will circle up behind their Bulldog tunnel. The Fife Red Devils over to our left behind their victory sign. And here come the Red Devils. Tonight, they'll be clad in the traditional red helmet with a black flag logo on each side of the helmet. White jerseys, red numerals outlined in black. Fife written across that chest. White pants tonight with the Red Devil head logo on the hip pocket. On the other side of the equation for the Geraldine Bulldogs, who rock back and forth behind their blow-up Geraldine Bulldog tunnel. They will wear a new helmet this season, a white helmet with a blackish purple stripe down the middle. Dogs written in cursive, D-A-W-G-S. Black jersey, white numeral, purple outline, numbers donning the sleeves, as well as black pants with a Geraldine Bulldog head logo on the hip pocket. Settle in, folks. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff here tonight. Geraldine and Fife coming your way right after this. This is the Froggy Freeze pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. You can chill out with a hometown legend and Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. Back in just a moment.
Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fife tradition. Owned by 3 generations of Fife High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions. Offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spiced cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
Come see Brandon and Cherie Rains at Fife Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter needs. Brandon and Cherie grew up in Fife and have served the community for many years. Local people who know and care about you. Fife Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. till noon, and closed on Sundays. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The pregame chill continues now on 92.7 HD2, presented by Froggy Free Shaved Ice. Chill out with a hometown legend.
The referees are ready as they break their huddle. They bring the football to Maddox Doss. Safe to say the student section just down below us to our right for the Geraldine Bulldogs is ready for this rivalry matchup between the Fife Red Devils and the Geraldine Bulldogs. We thank you for joining us wherever you might be listening here tonight, whether it's on Fun 92.7 FM HD2, whether it's online at fun927.com, the free Fun Media Group app for your smart device. Maybe you're listening on the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook or YouTube channel. Thank you, and we welcome you to the broadcast here tonight. Our Fife Pharmacy kickoff is coming up in just a moment. Maddox Doss has the football on the tee. Fife Pharmacy bringing you this opening kickoff. Your Health Mart pharmacy that cares for you and about you. Maddox looks left, looks right. Everybody signals ready. Maddox approaches the football, foot to leather, and we're underway in the Class 3A Region 8 Championship. Reined in at the 18-yard line, far side, coming back near side. Fife in pursuit and wrangles him up pretty quick. I don't know that he ever went down, but the whistle blew to stop forward progress. And on that return, I believe that to be John Beck Wade. The man, and indeed it is, the sophomore quarterback brought it up to the 25-yard line, so that is where Geraldine will go to work first offensively, moving left to right as you listen here, first down and 10. I think plays into the favor of the Fife Red Devils that not only they won the toss but elected to go on defense first here, Greg.
Yeah, they sure did. Again, they can get that chance to come back out. And a great play right there because they've been having a little problem on the left side of the kickoff here, and they did a good job staying in their lanes and getting him down that time.
First and 10 for Geraldine. Shotgun formation for Wade. Two split in a stack to the right of the formation. Three tight ends in the formation. They'll hand it off up the gut. They go and a modest gain of 2, maybe 3 yards, trying to spin out of it and continues as play does for another brief moment before they finally blow it dead. They'll pick up, let's see, about 2 yards, 20 to the 27-yard line, a gain of 2, second down and 8. Eli Schlageter with the carry there, multiple Red Devils in on the tackle. One thing to mention tonight, Bryce Tutherow, Connor Hutcherson injured in last week's game. He's out there tonight.
Yes, he is. He is injured, but he's got that thing wrapped up. I think he'll do just fine. I've been in his shoes. Just wrap it up and keep playing.
Lower leg injury for Connor Hutcherson as a defensive back. Second down and 8. Same formation here. They're going to give Schlageter again, trying to follow his blockers off the left side of the line. He'll get across the 30 to the 31-yard line before Fife stacks him up there, and it'll bring up a third down and about 4 to go. So far, Fife is swarming to the football here, Josh.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job of doing it too because Schlageter's doing a good job of staying up after contact. So he's not immediately going down and falling right after contact. So Fife doing a good job, like you said, of swarming to the football, wrapping up, not letting him get a whole lot of yards after contact because they're going to have to really key in on that because he's bouncing off and making some turns.
It'll be third down and 4. A digital down marker across the way is going to really help me tonight. Third down and 4 from the 31. Everybody bunched up at the line. Power formation to the right side. Wade keeps it himself up the gut. He gets maybe a yard before he has stood up strong. Ball came out late, but it'll be whistled dead, fourth down. Weston Evans came up with that football, but they blew it dead before the fumble occurred. A gain of 1, and a failed third down conversion will lead, we believe, to a punt here early in this ball game on Geraldine's first offensive possession with 10:05 and counting down left to go in this first quarter.
That was a great job by Maddox Doss coming up, shooting the hole. They had a wide open hole to run through, and Maddox come up and played it beautifully.
Fife's going to play this a little safe. They do get some guys back there, pressure. Ball does get away, and very nice punt sends Maddox Doss backwards, reins it in at the 30. He's all alone back there just trying to slice and dice and make something happen. He'll get about 5 yards when all is said and done, up to the 37-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Red Devils now.
You know, the important part about that, the 5 yards was nice that he gained, but the yardage he would have lost if he hadn't been able to field that ball was going to roll for a while, so great job fielding that punt.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fife will move right to left now with 9:42 left to go in this first quarter. They've got a new video board sitting on top of that scoreboard. And to be honest, folks, it's absolutely gorgeous. They're doing it the right way here at Geraldine as far as the video board is concerned. Splits on that offensive line. Maddox Doss keeps it. They blow the whistle dead. We may have a false start penalty here against Fife.
Yeah, we had a couple guys moving at the same time, so going to start off behind the chains a
No,
little bit.
no, they called encroachment on Geraldine.
Wow. Okay.
They called encroachment on Geraldine. A 5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs will give Fife the ball now at the 42 for a first down and 5.
I will take it. I didn't see that one. I thought we had a couple guys in motion, but obviously they got a little bit better eyesight than I do down there on the field.
Well, there's a reason they get paid to do that job, and we don't get paid to do this job at all. 9:37 left to go here in the first quarter after a 5-yard cheap penalty against the Geraldine Bulldogs. As Greg said, Fife will take it. Splits again on that offensive front, and now a whistle again from this near side judge. There's a flag. This might go against Fife. Fife cannot get the drive started here, to say the least. No, they're going to call encroachment again on Geraldine.
They must be lining up off sides because nobody moved that time. Again, we're a little high up, but I didn't see anybody move. They must be just lining up off sides.
I think they're in the neutral zones. Their defensive coach is livid. So, I mean, there's obviously something it's not just being called to be called. There's actually something there that they're seeing.
Oh, yeah.
2 straight plays.
A 5-yard penalty gives Fife the automatic first down on that side as well. Ethan Jones, the defensive coordinator, absolutely hot. Fife sticking with that splits formation on that front. Now it's a give to Ryder this time. Maddox was going to keep it before. Ryder right side splits out of a couple of tackles. Continues to drag black jerseys with him right near the first down marker. It'll depend on the spot. I think he's got it.
Boy, if he doesn't, it's inches.
He is indeed signaling first down. The first official Fife earned Liberty Bank first down of the night in Geraldine territory down to the 43-yard line. That was all Ryder Gibson there, Bryce Tetherow.
Yeah, it sure was. He broke probably about 4 tackles there, but you got to give it to the rest of that line. And backs back here, whenever he stood up, they all started pushing.
First down and 10 at the 43. Ryder Smith comes in motion. They give it to him. He'll take it up the gut. He might get a yard before getting popped hard. Second down and 9 upcoming. On the tackle for the Geraldine Bulldogs, that appeared to be Dylan Galloway, the senior that stands 6'2", 260 pounds. He leveled Ryder Smith in that hole, second down and 9.
Yeah, that was a little misdirection play. You know, you expect that scissor play to come outside, but that was deliberately a cutback against the grain, but Geraldine was sitting there waiting for it.
8.5 and counting down left to go in a scoreless first quarter. Fife in Geraldine territory for a second down and 9 at the Bulldog 42. Maddox sends Ryder Gibson in motion. Fake to him, keeper by Maddox. Maddox left side of the formation. Maddox gets up to about the 35-yard line. They should have blown that dead before they did. They'll say the 36. I think he is credited with a little less than what he should be, but it'll bring up a third down and short, third down and about 3 to go.
Yeah, a great second effort by him. It looked to me, I'm with you on that. I thought he got to the 35 pretty easy, but again, brings up a short third down conversion here, and definitely going to be, 4-down territory for Fife should they not make it on third.
Third down and right at 3 yards to go. Ball rests at the 36. They need the 33. 7:45 left on this first quarter clock. Ryder Gibson up the gut. Ryder Gibson splits a little bit of a hole here and will have the first down, I believe, and indeed he does, to the 31-yard line. Another Liberty Bank first down. Geraldine trying to make Fife earn it here on this drive after surrendering a first down via 2 penalties. Defense trying to stiffen up here, Josh.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can, and they've started making a lot more contact at the line of scrimmage instead of letting the play get a little bit further downfield. But the strength of Ryder Gibson's legs, Maddox Doss, Ryder Smith too, that strength in that lower half is showing for the Fife offense.
Speaking of legs, I'm watching the defensive tackle for Geraldine, number 71, Lloyd Jones, 6'1", 250-pound sophomore. He is stretching out that left leg majorly. He stayed down a bit extra on the play before, got up before the referees stopped the play to make him leave the game, but that'll be something to watch. Low snap. Maddox has to dig it out of the dirt, keep it himself. Falls forward and gets a modest gain of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Second down and 7. Those low snaps will doom an offense in a hurry, Bryce.
Oh, yeah, them low snaps will cost you. That timing on the Fife offense is perfect at practice, and we need to be perfect in the game. It's just that timing for the linemen, the blockers right in front of you, not let the defense catch you from behind. It's crucial to get that perfect snap.
Connor Hutcherson checks out of the ball game. Hunter Latham is in. at tight end on the left side. Play action. Maddox looking to throw downfield. He got a man on a wheel route, and it's tipped away and incomplete. Third down. And that time, the defender wasn't even looking. I think he just got fortunate there to get his hand up and just found the right spot with that left hand. Did Braxton Franklin, the freshman at 6'3", 167 pounds, making a great defensive play there. Man was open.
Yeah, he was, and he saw what he did. He read the eyes of the receiver at that point in time, actually. Saw him start to pull his hands up, and when he did, he raised that big left paw and was able to knock it down.
3rd down and 7.
It's a designed rollout to the right side. If he'd have been able to maybe drop back a little bit more, he had Cooper Harrison wide open across the seam.
28-yard line. Wild Devil. Direct snap to Ryder Gibson. Power to the right side. Trying to follow his blockers. He'll get stopped short of the line to gain by about a couple of yards here to set up 4th down. So I believe that to be the first 3rd down conversion attempt of the night for Fife.
It is.
No, I believe it's the second.
Second.
It's the second. I had to correct myself. It is the second. And that time they fell. But as you said a moment ago, it'll be 2-down territory here.
Now the question is, do we try the Trey Freeze to begin with, or we just go line up in that Wild Devil again and tough it out?
4th down and about, that's just shy of a direct 3 yards to go. Ball rests at the 24. They need just this side of the 21. Low snap. Give Ryder Smith up the gut. He got stopped. Maybe gained a half a yard, and the Geraldine defense holds, and they are fired up. And that'll be a turnover on downs, and Geraldine will have the football now at their own 24 with 5:35 left to go here in a scoreless first quarter. Geraldine unable to really move the ball on their first offensive drive. Good things there for Fife moving the ball, just unable to finish the job.
Yeah, and that comes back to that low snap on that first down. Put them a little bit behind the chains and just was not able to push it across.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Ball spotted on the far hash. 3 split wide to the right. Wing back on the left side of the formation for Geraldine. Beck Wade all alone back there. He'll send Sloggeter in motion, and Wade will keep it. Up the gut he goes. He'll get a gain of 4, almost 5 yards. Gets popped by Maddox Dawson company. Ian Slayton also in on the tackle as well. And they're going to give him just across that 30, so give it a 6-yard gain to make it 2nd down and 4. They moved the ball. It's up to the 31-yard line now. They moved it from the 30 up to the 31 after the initial spot.
He did pay the price for that one, though. That was a tough 6 yards. A great play on 1st down, though, by Geraldine.
Credit it now as a 7-yard gain, 2nd down and 3. A little bit more likable for Coach Michael Davis's offense. He'll send 2 out wide right. Sloggeter in the backfield to the right of Wade. Wade, the keeper. Wade up the gut. He'll have the 1st down, I believe. Yes, indeed he will. Just shy of the 35-yard line. It'll be just enough for the first down conversion of the night for the Geraldine Bulldogs. With 4:40 left to go in this game and counting down rather in the first quarter. And we are flying through this first quarter here.
You got 2 teams that are going to run the ball for the majority of the time. You're not going to see a whole lot of clock stoppage.
No, you won't. 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 2 split out wide left now. First time that they've gone to this. Virtually the same formation that they've been in, just flipping it to the short side of the field. Beck Wade coming to the right side. Got some blockers. He'll get wrangled up from behind by Weston Evans. Gain of 2 by Wade, but Weston there makes him pay the price. 2nd down and 8. Bryce Tuthrow, another name, Weston Evans. We thought we might have lost for the year, but he was only missing in action for a very short time. Got that thing braced up like J.J. Watt now.
Yeah, once again, his name getting called out. Huge player for the team. Glad we got him back, and, proving himself out here. Already getting tackles in the backfield.
2nd down and 8. Just over 3.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Play clock down to 15. Geraldine more than content to run the clock as much as they can to try to shorten this game a bit. 2 men split wide left. Play clock down to 5. 4. Here's the snap. Play action. Wade looking down the middle of the field. Man was there and in and out of his hands. 3rd down. I'm not sure if Maddox got a hand on it or not, but at the very least he got just enough in the way to block maybe the vision of the intended target for the Geraldine Bulldogs. which is Gabriel Garcia, a tight end at 6'1", 218 pounds, a senior.
Yeah, he did a great job. Like I said, I don't think he got his hand on it, but definitely distracted him. And the defense had a pretty good amount of pressure on him, too. The quarterback couldn't just sit back there and loft it up like he wanted to.
Geraldine was ready to go for a moment, looked at the play clock and said, there's over 20 seconds left. Let's huddle back up a minute.
That's a great strategy when you're playing an offensive team like 5.
They break it at 13 seconds left to go. They'll split 2 out, 1 to each side. 2 backs in the backfield along with Wade. They give. Up the gut goes Schlageter. He'll get stopped just shy of the line to gain. It's going to be close. I think they're giving it to him. Yeah, indeed they are. I don't know about that spot, but they'll say first down.
He got it by the centimeter of the football. I mean, just barely the nose of the football is touching the 45.
First down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Clock will wind again. 3 minutes left to go in a scoreless first quarter. Geraldine on the move, at least in regards to what they did their last offensive drive. They've picked up 2 first downs here on this one, as opposed to none their first time out on the field. Same formation. Wing back into the left. 2 split out wide, 1 to each side. Schlageter up the middle he goes, finds a crease. He'll get a gain of 7, maybe 8. It'll depend on the spot. Up to the 48-yard line in Red Devil territory for the first time tonight are the Geraldine Bulldogs. Schlageter with a 7-yard carry there, 2nd down and 3. Schlageter also a name that we did mention for his abilities at safety, Greg, but we can't forget the prowess he has at the running back position.
No, great run there and a great job by the left side of that Geraldine offensive line, too. They made a nice little crease for him in there, and he slid right in it.
2nd down and 3 at the Red Devil 48.
I will say these running backs are paying for it from Geraldine every time they get some yards.
4th play in a row they've gone this formation. It's a give to Schlageter again. He went up the middle, tried to pounce it outside, and Connor Hutcherson is there to bring him down for a stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd down and 3 upcoming. I believe this would be no man's land for the Geraldine Bulldogs if they are held to a 4th down here on a very short 3rd down and 3. I believe this might be 2-down territory.
Could be, especially if you pick up a couple yards. I'd probably expect that quarterback up the middle, maybe a little bit of a delayed draw there for him to just to pick up 2 or 3 yards at the least.
Jay Carter Lyles checks out of the game. Noah Gwynn in at defensive tackle here, and a whistle from the near side judge. Geraldine wants a timeout to talk about this 3rd down upcoming. 3rd down and 3 with 1:24 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life, it's just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A cracked windshield isn't just a distraction, it's a hazard. That's why Rainsville Glass, LLC, owned by Josh and Randa Brandon, is here to give you peace of mind. Rainsville Glass handles more than just auto glass. They also offer residential, business, and commercial glass services. From repairing power windows to replacing a cracked window at home to upgrading storefront glass, they do it all with quality you can trust. Call today for a quote at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East. Rainsville Glass, LLC. Clear solutions for your car, home, or business.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
3rd down and 3 to go for the Geraldine Bulldogs. They just took their first time out of the night. 1-man split wide left. Tight end to the left of the formation. They'll give to Schlageter. He'll go right, and he'll get a first down pickup at the 45-yard line. Just enough for the first down.
That great push by the right side of the Geraldine line this time. I'm not sure if they're flip-flopping him or not, but they did a great job. You know, he had 2 yards before anybody touched him and fell forward, kept those legs going. Just a great run.
Off the Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard, Madison Academy up early on Plainview 7-0. Boaz leads Arab 7-6. Arab just got on the board a moment ago. Less than a minute left to go here in this first quarter. Scoreless here between Fife and Geraldine. 1st down and 10. John Beck Wade keeps it after faking the handoff, and he'll get 5, maybe 6 up to the 39-yard line. to bring up 2nd down and 4. Geraldine will have to run one more play as the play clock is ahead of the game clock by about 2 seconds here. But Geraldine being very methodical with this drive. I don't think to anybody's surprise, Greg.
No, not at all. And you look at it, and it's a little bit different looking offense, obviously, but the results are a lot like looking at 5. 4 or 5 yards every time they run the ball, and that just keeps the chains moving.
2nd down and 4 after the 1st down and 10, 6-yard pickup. Here is a give, Sloggeter up the gut and goes nowhere. He might get a yard up to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and short, but that'll take us to the end of the quarter. We are tied at 0 here in this Class 3A Region 8 championship. The Fife Red Devils and the Geraldine Bulldogs will be back for the 2nd quarter right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum majors striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fife Red Devils on Fun Radio.
A scoreless first quarter takes us to the 2nd. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coolidge-Isbell Field, Class 3A Region 8 Championship. On the line in this one, can you tell it by the way the two teams are pounding on each other out on the playing surface here tonight? Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Josh Drabaugh atop the FTC broadcast booth. Our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter Bryce Tuthrow on the field tonight watching this one. 3rd down and 3. Bit of a Trey Freeze formation flip here for the Geraldine Bulldogs. Play is blown up in the backfield as they give to Sloggeter, and Ryder Gibson read that one well, came untouched from his linebacker position and forces a 3-yard loss to set up 4th down from the 41.
Now, this makes this call a little bit more difficult to make here now. Even if they hadn't lost yards, you know you're going for it on 4th. So this it kind of limits your playbook a little bit too.
Well, Bryce, you had mentioned in the commercial break that they might be in the field goal range for that straight on kicker in Lucas Phillips. Does this change that thinking a bit here, that to straight up go for it instead of kick it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Early in the game, I would go for it, try to get some points on the board instead of 3, get a touchdown. I mean, you're in 5 zone over here, so I'd go for it.
60-yard field goal.
4th down and 6. They'll throw a pass. It'll be caught far side into the Fife bench. At the 32-yard line, Geraldine wants a flag for excessive conduct. They're not going to get it, but it's a 1st down pickup on a 4th down conversion nonetheless. A throw out to that far side to Cade Justice, the junior at 5'11", 177 pounds. Fife's zone defense there giving way for that 1st down.
Yeah, he just got that ball out of there quick, too. You kind of a little bit of a up-tempo when they came out of the huddle, so kind of caught Fife a little bit off guard, I think.
And that was a beautiful pass right over Cooper Harrison, 6'4" over here, right over his hand. I mean, you can't get better than that. That's a hard throw.
1st down and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is about the same territory that the Geraldine defense stiffened up on Fife's last offensive drive. Can we see the Red Devils do the same here? John Beck Wade, quarterback keeper. He'll follow his blockers on the left side of the line between guard and tackle and get about 4, maybe 5. He'll say a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 upcoming at the 28-yard line.
What I noticed about him is how patient he is. He sat back there and waited for that hole to open up, and then as soon as it did, boy, he hit it quick.
3 men at the line of scrimmage for the Red Devils, at least for the moment. Cooper Harrison will walk up and make it 4. 2 men with their hands in the dirt. Now Cooper makes it 3 men. John Beck Wade, keeper, near side, trying to follow his blockers. Hayden Parker in pursuit. He'll get him from behind. And, Hunter Latham head hunting there, laying the lumber to John Beck Wade. Excuse me, that's Ryder Smith.
Yeah, he's getting up slowly after that hit. That was a boomstick hit, as you could say.
He got a 2-yard gain. 3rd down and about 4 to go. Got to be careful, though, if you're Ryder Smith. They might call that leading with a helmet.
Yeah, that was a little close, a little too close for comfort there.
3rd down at the 26-yard line.
I'm an old school guy, and I don't like the targeting calls, but if they'd have called that one, I wouldn't argue a whole lot.
2 men split out wide right, 1 to the left. Short side of the field is the ball on the near hash. Sloggeter goes in motion. John Beck Wade, the keeper. Fife read that one all the way. They'll stop him just shy of the 25. That's big country Ian Slayton with the tackle. They'll give him a yard pickup, 4th down, and 3 to go. They need the 22. Ball rests at the 25. They're going for it. No thought of kicking it. And they're going a bit up-tempo here again. They're going to flip most of the formation here. John Beck Wade is limping. That left leg, he tries to work it out. Coming to the near side, 15 seconds left on the play clock. I wonder if Coach Davis, who is standing next to the side judge, is thinking about popping a timeout. Yeah, he's going to have to. John Beck Wade's in pain. They're going to try and run this clock down and take the timeout with 8:55. There it is. John Beck Wade in some pain. That'll be the 2nd timeout of this first half for the Geraldine Bulldogs. We'll take it with them. We are scoreless here in the first quarter, or second quarter rather, and a huge 4th down coming your way when you return to the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in Fife. Call 256-440-1524, quote today, or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
Geraldine going for it on 4th down. Play action. Wade throwing. Got a man wide open in the flat. 1st down pickup. Nobody went with the receiver. Coach Benefield not happy about that one. On the catch, that is Jacob Bryant. That is 2 4th down conversions for the Geraldine Bulldogs to keep this drive alive. And what a drive it has been. They got this football with a little over roughly 4.5, 5 minutes left in that first quarter. They've ticked away almost 8 minutes off of this clock.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they want to do right now, keeping the ball out of Fife's hands, keeping that offense and Ryder on the sidelines, and they're methodically driving it down right now.
1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Red Devil 20. John Beck Wade trying to show the wheels. He's got some blocking near side. He's inside the 10. There's some flags getting thrown. A lot of flags getting thrown. I mean, flags from everywhere.
Yeah, there's going to be a massive hold out here on the edge. The only reason Wade even got that far out was because Ryder Smith's neck was getting pulled down to the dirt. So that's got to be some kind of hold or block in the back or something of that nature, because looked like there was a flag come from the top of the stands up here. It was that obvious.
That was a very evident call from over here.
I was going to say, I thought I heard the Fife fans pop off like a stadium pop you heard on a 100-yard interception return the other night.
I thought you were going to – I'm thinking right now that probably the officials up at Plainview Stadium probably threw a flag on that call.
That's where it came
was so obvious.
Oh, gosh. That'll back them up 10 yards to make it 1st down and 20. Geraldine's 3rd penalty of the night. So far, it hasn't hurt them too bad, but getting put behind the chains in a big way here kind of throws drives off a bit. We'll see what happens. 1st down and 20 at the 30-yard line. John Beck Wade rolls out right, looking down the field. He's got wide open grass. He'll take off and run. He's back to the original line of scrimmage and more. He gets popped out of bounds by Maddox Doss. He got about 13 yards on that pickup for a 2nd down and 7 upcoming, and so got that penalty yardage back. John Beck Wade doing his best to be if I can steal one from you and JJ, a bit of a magic eraser.
Yeah, he rolled around to the right side, saw a wide open space, carried it, shook a man. I believe it was Hunter Latham, past the line of scrimmage, and was able to get inside of 10 yards. So second down and very manageable after the penalty.
Second down and 7 at the 17-yard line. Geraldine beginning to threaten here with 7:49 left to go in this first half. Scoreless, man in motion. Slogger, they give it to him. He took a step back, then got the ball moving forward. No gain. Third down and 7 upcoming. Fife has been good at getting Geraldine to third downs, Greg. It's finishing it off on third down that they've not been so good at.
Yeah, Geraldine's made the right calls right now on fourth down, and that first down play there was such a huge thing, getting those 13 yards back from that penalty right there. Excellent decision by the quarterback to run that ball.
Third down and about 7 to go. Slogger jogging in from the sideline to give the call. Fife potentially looking to make a substitution and throw, I believe, Big Country back in there, excuse me, that's a 60 instead of a 50. They're going to keep him on the sideline for this third down and 7. Man goes in motion from the slot. Play action. Wade fires right, looks down the middle of the field and incomplete behind the intended target, fourth down, and that was Garcia. I couldn't tell if someone batted that ball down or what, but there was some traffic there in the middle, and it looks like Geraldine is finally going to kick a field goal here.
Yeah, Maddox Dawes come up from his safety position and jumped the route beautifully. It hit his hands a little bit earlier. I actually think he ran past the ball. Had he been able to cut it off a little bit sharper, I think he catches that. But like you said, they're going to go for the field goal attempt right here in, I think, 35 yards.
35 yards.
Yeah, 35 yards.
Far right hash. 17-yard line, ball placed at the 25. Lucas Phillips, the former Red Devil, puts that ball up and through the uprights and gives Geraldine the first score of the night, a 3-score lead. And listen to this reception of that field goal there. Good night, 11. That'll give the Bulldogs a 3-0 lead with 6:50 left to go in this first half on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email Marla at voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
Now back to the Farmers Telecommunications broadcast booth for Fife Red Devil football on Fun Radio.
Short kickoff, reined in by Connor Hutcherson, and Weston Evans got popped and is slow to get up, and then he shoves a Bulldog in the Bulldog bench, and of course the coaches are going nuts on that side judge. Coach Davis, not one of them. He's trying to get his men back off of that side judge.
Schlager come up and laid a massive hit on the return man. I mean, as soon as he got the ball right on the sideline and just big hit. So got to do something to steal this momentum away from Geraldine because they've got all of it right now.
6:47 left to go in the first half. Geraldine up 3-0. Fife with only their second possession of the ball game. Maddox Doss, keeper left side. Maddox following his blockers. He'll get a gain of about 3 up to the 35. Second down and 7 to go. Geraldine had everything they wanted and more on that drive except the touchdown. They ended up settling for the field goal, which was good by Lucas Phillips from about 35 yards out. And again, you'd have thought that was the game-winning kick, the way that the fans here reacted to the field goal attempt and conversion. But now Fife, in many cases at many schools, you could say they're well rested with going nearly a full quarter of game time without seeing the ball. That's not the case here.
No, you got everybody playing pretty much both ways, so they're just as tired now.
Second down and 7 at the 35. Direct snap, Ryder Gibson. He'll get 2 yards up to the 37. Third down and 5 upcoming. If Geraldine's defense can keep Fife in these 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 5s, they feel pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, again, the huge play right here. They don't need to punt this ball right back to Geraldine. I would expect to see Fife start to try to bounce some of this stuff outside down here pretty soon. They've been pounding that middle, and with Ryder's speed, I'd expect something outside here the next couple of plays.
Ryder Gibson goes in motion. They give it to Ryder, coming to the near side, as you said, trying to bounce it, and he'll get slung forward, I believe, for the first down pickup, and indeed it is. On the tackle, that is Garcia for Geraldine, but it is a Liberty Bank first down, and Ryder Gibson kind of looks at him and says, thank you for that extra yard, which got us that first down. First down and 10 for Fife, with just over 5 minutes left to go in a 3-0 first half. Geraldine on top. Fife does get the ball to start the second half. Important to remember here, if Fife can do what they want to do here, Greg, and pound the rock on this Geraldine defense and kind of limit one more possession for Geraldine, that could bode well.
Yes, it could. Get that 2-for-1 as we talk about.
Keeper, Maddox coming to the near side. He takes a nice pop right at the line of scrimmage. They're waiting to blow this thing dead. A little too much in my opinion, and it's not my opinion that counts. I'm trying to be nice about it, but
they also need to give him the yard he earned too.
Second down and 10 at the 43. They say that's where forward progress was stopped. Off of the Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard, Arab and Boaz tied at 7. Sylvania up 21-7 over Brindley Mountain. Fairview up 21-0 over East Limestone. Plainview has tied it with Madison Academy at 7. Second down and 10 here for the Red Devils. Play action. Maddox rolls right. He's got a man wide open. It is Hunter Latham open at the 30, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Huge throw and catch. Maddox floated that one just a bit, forced Latham to hang back, but he's able to bring it in, pick up a huge Liberty Bank first down. They'll say out of bounds at the 25.
I was waiting on that pass. That Geraldine defense kept scooting up closer and closer. I was waiting on it to happen.
Well, to Bryce's point, Josh, that'll back them, that front 7 out of there especially.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, the way that Fife pounds the rock, that's the type of plays that open up whenever you continuously run the football like that. So a great play call there by the Fife offense.
2 men split wide right for Fife tonight. Here is a give. Ryder Gibson. Ryder bounces it out to the edge. He's got the edge. He lowers the shoulder and the boom, and a flag comes in late. This looks like it's going to be holding.
Boy, way past the play too. So that's the ones that hurt you right there. That was really not even necessary.
Indeed, it will be a holding call against Fife. Ryder had about a 12-yard gain. That will negate the first down pickup and the yardage. That is Fife's first penalty of the night to Geraldine's 3, by the way. And we're already approaching halftime with under 4 minutes left to go, 3:56 to be exact. A 3-0 ball game. Geraldine on top of Fife. But Fife trying to drive. Penalties are not going to help nothing, though.
No, this Geraldine defense is pretty stout, and you don't need to get behind the chains like that, especially that call was probably 10 to 15 yards behind the play already.
First down and about 18 to go after the penalty yardage marked off. Low snap. Maddox digs it out of the dirt. He's going to roll right. He'll end up taking off and running. He's got Ryder Gibson out in blocking. He's down to back to the 25-yard line. He'll pick up the penalty yardage, most of it anyway. Get back to that line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 upcoming now. Boy, oh boy, we've seen a couple of erasures, if you will, of penalty yardage here tonight, Josh, and that speaks to the athleticism for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, Greg mentioned it earlier about wanting to get to the outside, and it was a great job by Maddox with his vision looking to the outside. Thankfully, Ryder Gibson got up because he got rolled up on pretty hard right there, and I was worried that he wasn't going to get up. But like you said, good to get these penalty yards back. Still second down and 10, but a lot better than what we were.
Parker Kennard in at sniffer. Ryder Smith gets the call into round, and Ryder Gibson can't hold his block, and Smith is going to be dropped in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss, and he's frustrated. He smacks the ground. It'll be third down and 12.
I think he may be a little upset himself, too. He should have just kept that ball inside, took what he could get, and instead, by trying to make it into something big, he's kind of ended up losing a little yards.
And a timeout has been called by Fife, their first timeout of the night. A third down and 12 is coming your way when you return after this 30-second timeout. Back in a moment here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fife Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fife Red Devils on Fun Radio.
A huge third down conversion coming your way for the Fife Red Devils. 3rd down and 12, 2-down territory, to say the least. You want to pick up about 6, maybe 7 if you can, to make that 4th down a bit more manageable.
Going to have to do something to get some positive yards here because, like you said, that 3rd down and 12 is definitely want to get those 6 or 7 yards because that 4th down, if you have to go from beyond 10 yards, it's going to be a lot more difficult.
3rd down and 12. Ball rests at the 27-yard line. Moving left to right as you listen. Play action. Maddox has to take off. Almost lost his footing. Eyes down the field. He'll keep it. Gets to the 20-yard line before he's brought down. So that's a very good gain. It'll set up 4th down and 5 after the 7-yard carry by the quarterback. They need the 15. Ball will be spotted at the 20 with just under 2.5 to go in this first half. And this is a huge 4th down needed pickup, I should say, for the Fife Red Devils, who are 2 of 4 tonight on 3rd down and 0 for 1 on 4th down in this matchup.
Going to be an interesting call here to see what Coach dials up here on a 4th and 5.
Brody Freeman in. Maddox signals timeout. Coach Benefield wants a timeout. Maddox, this referee was not paying any attention. And the clock is still running. Now it stops. They ran about another 3 seconds off as the official called the timeout.
Well, I think they thought Maddox was clapping, probably.
This isn't Georgia.
And that official's not refereeing anymore, officiating anymore either.
Off the Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard, Madison Academy has taken a 7-point lead, 14-7 over the Plainview Bears. I'm looking for that other game in the region that will decide some placement for Whitesburg and Holly Pond. Currently, Collinsville is up 14-0 over the Broncos of Holly Pond. Holly Pond needs the win tonight to take 3rd place in the region and force Collinsville into the 4th seed. Whitesburg and Asbury, best we can tell, tied at 0 right now.
I'm definitely expecting some trick play. They've been keeping up that sleeve in that playbook.
You're expecting it. The question's going to be, is Geraldine expecting it? 4th down and 5. Upcoming for the Red Devils at the Geraldine 20 with 1:59 left to go. They've been able to move the ball, but only their 2nd drive. They've been unable to finish a drive so far. Let's see if they can keep a drive going here on a much-needed 4th down conversion attempt. Play action. Maddox looks right, fires back. Man, jump ball, incomplete. No flag for PI, and it's a turnover on downs again. I think you were wrong about a trick play there, Bryce.
Well, it was a trick play in Fife book. It was a pass. So I'm joking. It was a good play call, though.
Well, it was
I
roll.
expect him to be open.
It was roll everything out to the left and throw back to the corner route in the corner of the end zone to the right. And it was well defended. But, I mean, the PI right there could have been judgmental. I mean, if he got his head turned around, I think I wouldn't have thrown it. But
I would have liked to have seen us pull that ball down and run that again, too. I think it had picked up the 1st down, but that's easy for me to say from up here.
With 1:52 remaining in the first half, that has been somewhat defensive dominated. Geraldine takes over up 3-0 and a chance to add to its lead. They're going to go a pass, and they'll instead take off and run. They tried to throw their own trick play, and Fife read it beautifully on the defensive backside there on the carry. Braxton Franklin, he took the handoff, coming in motion, and was going to throw that football, and instead gets a 4-yard gain. I hate to disagree with my friend Dustin Bearden, the PA announcer here at Geraldine. It's only a gain of 4, according to the officials, not 5. I'll take that extra yard.
But Weston Evans was all up in his face, and he was looking to throw that down the field, and he had a man streaking in the skinny post, so thank God he blew that up.
4 split wide, 2 to each side. Sloggeter in the backfield for protection. Nope, they're going to give it to him up the gut. And gets stopped short of the line to gain by 2 yards up to the 28-yard line. And with 90 seconds left to go, it's a 3rd down and 2 here in this first half. Fife with 1 timeout correction left to go. And I would wonder if Fife is able to hold, will Coach Benefield pop that timeout? Geraldine is going to huddle up again, and now Coach Davis is going to be forced to call a timeout. I believe that's their second of the first half. No correction, it's their, okay.
And it is, the scoreboard was wrong. They'd already popped 2.
I got you. So with 1:17 left, Geraldine takes a timeout. We'll take it with them. Geraldine up 3-0 on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fife and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Fife Red Devil football now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Back after the timeout, 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 2. 4 split wide, 2 to each side. Tail back to the right of Wade. It's a give to Sloggeter. He'll take it up the gut. He does pick up the first down. Clock will stop temporarily. Geraldine is out of timeouts as they just popped their 3rd and final one. And at this point, I think Coach Benefield's going to be content to let it run. Since Geraldine cannot stop the clock, I think he will be content to take this one into the locker room if he can avoid giving up a score for another 60 seconds. That Fife football team out there, folks, they need a breather. Geraldine has been pounding on them. Long drive there on that second drive. Really kind of slowed this game down a bit for Fife in ways they didn't want. 40 seconds. John Beck Wade faking throw, and he'll take off, and he's got some green grass. He gets up to the 45 to the 47-yard line. Helmets collide with Hunter Latham. And with 33.1 seconds left to go, clock stops temporarily, and now Geraldine going hurry up. Clock winding, 30 seconds now and counting down. And John Beck Wade is going to throw this one in the dirt with 27.3 seconds left to go to spike it and stop the clock. 2nd down and 10.
And again, something we're not used to from a Fife offense, or most of the teams we play, they can set up for a field goal in the second half. They don't have to go for a touchdown. They can get another 3 with the kicker they have.
2nd down and 10 at the 47. I keep getting distracted by the green and red flashing light flying above the right end zone over there. That drone way up there. It keeps bobbing up and down, back and forth. It's like Christmas in October hanging up there. 2nd down and 10. Same formation. John Beck Wade, 3-step drop. He'll try to take off. Fife is there to try to weave him and bob him up. He'll find a little space and get brought down by Ian Slayton. And whistles will stop the
flag on the play over here.
It's on the sideline, like inside the sideline.
Is this sideline interference? It is. It'll be a sideline warning against Fife, I believe the coaching staff. He pointed at someone, did that side judge, as to who is the guilty party, so it's just a warning. That's the good news.
I mean, we're calling that, but we're not calling the 5 blocking the backs. That gave Wade enough room to run.
Clock is running now. Geraldine, I don't know if they are aware that the clock is running. 8 seconds.
That scramble helped Fife out a lot. He wasted a lot of time running around.
3 seconds. They'll get the snap off. Wade going to fire down the middle. It's caught by Sloggeter, but the clock hits 0. Fife stops him at the 28, and that'll take us to the halftime break. A war has broken out between Geraldine and Fife. Bryce Tuthrow with the head football coach of the Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. Bryce.
Coach, what's your thoughts on the first half being this close of a game?
Yeah, about what we expected. Defense, both teams are kicking butt up front, and physical game, kind of what we expected. We got to get something going.
As he said, kicking butt up front has both the Fife Red Devils and the Geraldine Bulldogs, though the kicking butt in this case does tend to favor Geraldine, at least where it matters on the scoreboard, 3-0. Important to remember, Fife does get the ball to start the second half, but they have got to, as Coach said there, Greg, figure something out as he chatted with Bryce Tutherow for our Coaches Chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. This is going to end up sort of being I don't want to say a big halftime adjustment, even a big halftime speech, because you and I both know there's not much of a speech going on in that halftime locker room. But there's going to have to be some sort of making up of minds on how to execute here in the second half.
Yeah, they cannot have another, empty possession. I mean, that's the first thing. And that penalty really killed them. They've had 2 good drives that just have not been able to finish them off. One of them was just, like I said, a mental mistake, and then a little bit of a missed pass play. But they can't come away empty-handed again. They really need to take this ball down when they do get it and make this game a 7-3 game, and then put a little bit of the pressure back on Geraldine.
They haven't felt it since about midway through that first quarter. Let's take a break. When we come back, it's time for the Applebee's halftime report. Applebee's eating good in the neighborhood so far tonight. We're eating good to a very good defensive ball game. You offensive folks that like shootouts, you might want to turn away. This game's not going to be for you, it appears, so far through one half. Geraldine's up 3-0 over the Fife Red Devils. Back in a moment on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Need a car but short on a down payment? Ace Auto Sales offers a layaway program so you can pay a little and still drive off in style. Every car now comes with a warranty. Got credit issues? No problem. We'll help you get approved no matter your history. Conveniently located on Highway 75 in Fife, we're family owned and operated with hometown values you can trust. Get started today by browsing our inventory at aceautosalesonline.com. That's aceautosalesonline.com. Your keys to a quality car are waiting.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, Caltrains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Now it's time for the Applebee's Halftime Show on 92.7 HD2, presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
We're being treated to a defensive slugfest here this evening at Coolidge-Isbell Field. Halftime presented by Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood. Over there in Fort Payne, your local Applebee's restaurant. Make sure to check them out. Boy, oh boy, they got a great steak over there. They got a great, I'm losing my train on that fish I like over there, salmon.
The salmon.
I love the salmon. Take it from me. Get you some. Geraldine's up 3-0 on the Fife Red Devils here at the halftime break. And if you gentlemen will excuse me for about 5 seconds and indulge me, I have to do something kind of personal. If you will join me, my wife is watching, and she is jealous that we haven't done something. So if you will all look at the camera and wave. Thank you. Let's get back to the ball game at hand. Tonight, Geraldine, Fife, Bryce, you just talked to Coach. He said it kind of verbatim what we kind of in a nutshell was saying earlier. It's a slugfest. We expected this.
Yeah, I could tell that he wasn't mad at his players or nothing. Both teams are just playing good football, and Fife has just got to come up with something to break this Geraldine's defense because we're doing pretty good stopping them. They've only got a field goal, so we're doing pretty good stopping them there, but we've got to get something on offense going.
Greg, I got to ask, how did you like his analogy of butt kicking up front there?
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to say something else, but it is exactly what he was talking about. I mean, the defensive and offensive lines for both teams have been playing really well. No explosive plays. I guess the 5 pass was our biggest explosive play, and the 1 pass for them, that's really been it. No really big, long run plays, so the defenses on both sides are very, very good tonight.
Josh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was going to add.
Go ahead.
But I say every time they snap that ball, them linemen hitting head-to-head every play. It never fails. It's very aggressive down there on that line.
Josh, you played in some physical matchups in your day. I don't know, at least here in recent memory, that I remember the helmet popping like what we're seeing here tonight.
Oh, yeah, well, and, I mean, some of these hits, they're setting the tone, too. Like, that kickoff down here at the 30, 35-yard line where Schlageter made a big hit on the sideline, that sets the tone for, the rest of the quarter or the drive coming up and things like that. So, being physical is a big part of this game, and a lot of coaches, I've heard Coach Van say it before that if you're not going to be physical, you're not going to play on my football team. So, that's what it takes in games like this, because when you've got 2 physical football games, this is what you get. You get a 3-0 football game with 2 top 5 ranked teams. So, I agree with Coach Benefield. This is exactly what was expected. I think most people outside of this probably didn't. But I think Coach Benefield and his team expected a war, and that's what we're getting.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Josh is going to break down the first half stats. Not going to look too pretty, with Fife only having 2 drives in total in that first half. We'll be back with more right after this from the Applebee's Halftime Report here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Looking to clear land, prep a site, or lay the groundwork for your next big project? Collins Constructors brings the muscle, the machines, and the mindset to get it done right. From excavation and grading to forestry, mulching, and underground utilities, we dig deep so you don't have to. Whether it's small residential jobs to large-scale commercial projects, when you're ready to break ground, don't just hire anyone. Visit collinsconstructors.com or call 256-440-0386. Collins Constructors, proudly built on faith. Dig deep. Build better.
Ready to lose weight and feel great? The Diet Consultants in Fort Payne are here and ready to help. Owner Russell Hutcherson, CRNP, helps patients achieve their weight loss goals with weight loss medications and nutrition planning catered specifically to each patient with no consultation fees. Visit us at 1600 Galt Avenue South or call 256-426-3693 to schedule your appointment today and receive a new patient discount. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. The Diet Consultants. Your success is our priority.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life or just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the Ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
Back to the Applebee's halftime show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
Championship taking center stage here this evening on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM HD2, online at fun927.com, the free Fun Media Group app, and of course the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook and YouTube channel. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Bryce Tuthrow, Josh Drawbaugh with us this evening. Josh is here instead of Jeremy Johnson. Not that we kicked JJ off. He just said, guys, I couldn't come, and I knew somebody else was going to be here, so I made the call at the last moment, and appreciate, Josh, you being here, which means you also get your first attempt at giving us the stats. I know you've helped us with scoring drives in the past, but I think this is your first ever attempt at keeping up with the stats. Only 2 drives offensively for Fife in that first half. Might have helped you a little bit.
Yeah, well, I kept stats for Woodville in the past, and it was very similar. Not a whole lot of offense to roll with. So, I'm trying to think of how JJ would put it. Not a whole lot to talk about offensively for Fife. Again, like you mentioned, only those 2 drives. Maddox Dawes, 6 carries for 27 yards. Ryder Gibson, 5 carries for 27 yards. Maddox Dawes is 1 for 3 with that big 31-yard pass down here to set them up deep into Geraldine territory. Unfortunately, couldn't come away with anything. Ryder Smith does have 3 carries, but only had 2 yards, and then that was canceled out with a 2-yard loss on one of his carries. So 54 yards rushing, 31 passing. Fife struggling to hit the 100-yard mark in the offensive spectrum of the game. But like you said, that's Fife only having 2 drives the whole first half. That really explains the stats, because Geraldine has done a good job of keeping this football away from Fife. And if you count things up, I mean, Fife has, in reality, only ran about 15, 16 plays worth of offense.
Let's take a break. When we come back, the Applebee's halftime report will continue. We'll give you a look at our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. It comes your way next as we continue with the Applebee's halftime report here on Fun Radio.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fife, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
The right logo makes you memorable, the right website makes you credible, and the right marketing makes you profitable. Let Navexa Marketing and Design help bring your vision to life. From stunning website design and eye-catching logos to powerful social media marketing and custom graphic design, we help your business stand out. Call us at 256-440-1145 or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And visit us online at navexamarketing.com. Navexa Marketing and Design, driven by data, defined by design.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer top-of-the-line products, over 50 years of training and expertise. Look your best, feel your best, be your best. With our signature relaxation treatments to our therapeutic services or our Medi-Spa treatments, we have something for everyone. Call us today at 256-638-9772 or 638-9SPA to start your wellness journey today.
A cracked windshield isn't just a distraction, it's a hazard. That's why Rainsville Glass, LLC, owned by Josh and Randa Brandon, is here to give you peace of mind. Rainsville Glass handles more than just auto glass. They also offer residential, business, and commercial glass services. From repairing power windows to replacing a cracked window at home to upgrading storefront glass, they do it all with quality you can trust. Call today for a quote at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East. Rainsville Glass, LLC. Clear solutions for your car, home, or business.
Back to the Applebee's halftime show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
The Geraldine Purple Pride Marching Band on the field entertaining the crowd, also looking to get new uniforms as was illustrated on the video board. Nice video board, and doing some positive things with it to promote these not only athletes on the field but the band kids as well. Off of our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard, Collinsville is shutting out Holly Pond right now 17-0. And again, that's the game that Holly Pond needs a big win to go into the playoffs. Whitesburg Christian and Asbury, no score reported there. We're going to have to do a little bit of digging, see what we can find out. Boaz has taken a 10-point lead over Arab, 17-7. Athens is up on Decatur, 21-7. Sylvania running away from Brindley Mountain, 42-7 in that game. Fairview all over East Limestone, 36-3. It is Madison Academy. From my scoreboard, it says they're up 14-13.
That's what I still have.
Extra point.
Yeah, that's what I still have.
14-13, just up the road. Another game very up the road, Pisgah and North Sand Mountain tonight. Pisgah has a 14-7 lead over North Sand Mountain. That is for a region championship, I believe, there as well. Priceville and Russellville locked in a tight one, 14-3 the score in that one. Russellville just scored to go up 14-3 over Priceville at the halfway mark of the second quarter. And then trying to take a look here as this thing updates. Susan Moore up on top of Cleveland, 32-20. Hazel Green on top of south side of Gadsden, 26-10. Sardis and Brewer locked in a bit of a tight one here. Sardis up 20-10 over the Brewer Patriots. And for those interested, Red Bay is up on Tanner, 22-0. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we get you set for the second half. You are listening to Fife Red Devil football, where the Red Devils here at Coolidge-Isbell Field find themselves down 3-0 here at the Applebee's halftime break on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. best. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Petals Flower Shop is proud to support Big Red and is owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. Jennifer takes the time to understand her clients' needs, making every interaction personal and thoughtful. Petals Flower Shop offers a wide selection of beautiful, fresh, and soaked flowers. Daily deliveries available for funerals, weddings, or any special occasion. Call 256-623-2763. Like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook or stop by their new location at 2236 Main Street, Shiloh in Rainsville, right beside W.T. Wilson Funeral Home. Petals Flower Shop, thoughtfully arranged, beautifully delivered.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum majors striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in 5. Call 256-440-1520 for a quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email marla@voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
Back to the Applebee's halftime show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
We got about 2 minutes left in this second half warm-up before action resumes here at Coolidge-Isbell Field. Guys, let's break this one down quickly for you here. Roundtable discussion rather quickly. Josh, this has been sort of the Geraldine show. They've gotten what they wanted. How does Fife get back into, I say that back into this game, they're not out of it by no stretch, but how do they get something going?
Well, they just got to find a rhythm on offense and capitalize on their offensive drives, because we've seen in the first half what Geraldine's going to do. They're going to keep the football. They're going to try to hold it away from the Fife offense as long as they can. So Fife, when they have the football, they really need to capitalize, because if had Fife been able to do that, you're looking at a 14-3, 16-3, something like that right now. But Fife not been able to capitalize so far, so they need to get in a rhythm, set the tone for the second half, go down and score, put the pressure on top of Geraldine, like we said, going into the break. Put pressure on Geraldine, make Geraldine have to do some stuff, and force some mistakes too. I mean, that's right now. Wade has really gotten the ball out of his hands good, and he's making good, accurate passes. So put some pressure on him and slow him down a little bit.
Let's take one final timeout. This will conclude our Applebee's halftime report.
This has been the Applebee's Halftime Show, presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood. The second half kickoff is on its way next on Fun Radio.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fife Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fife and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Back here with you for the start of the second half. Geraldine up 3-0. They will kick off to Fife to start the second half. Adam Ward, Greg Mears, Josh Drawbaugh atop the FTC broadcast booth. Very short kickoff. Ryder Smith will rein it in. He'll get up to the 40, so sets Fife up with good field position to start after about a 6-yard gain or so on the kick return. That is very much Coach Michael Davis saying keep the ball away from number 3 and number 22.
And I would expect this second half you get a big dose of number 22, Mr. Gibson you were talking about. I would expect to see him running, getting quite a few touches this half.
First down and 10. Fife at their own 40. Noah Gwynn flips the ball up at center. He will snap it to Hayden Parker, his first carry of the night. Hayden out to the left side, slides out of a tackle. Hayden lowers the shoulder and picks up a hard-fought 9 yards to bring up second down and 1 at the 49-yard line. Haven't called his name tonight on the offensive side, especially, I don't think at all, but what a way to start the second half utilizing that number 6.
Yeah, getting some fresh legs in there, showing a twist that Geraldine hadn't really seen yet. That was a good run right there by Parker to start this second half.
Second down and 1. Fife goes a little bit up tempo here. Ryder Gibson coming to the near side. He finds a crease. Ryder Gibson finds a hole. Nobody's going to get Ryder Gibson. No flags to be found. Touchdown, Red Devils. Ryder Gibson from 51 yards out puts the Red Devils up 6-3 just like that.
You knew you weren't going to be able to contain him. Those explosive plays from Ryder the entire game. So, again, just a great play call, great run right there, and Fife's going to take the lead.
And I believe Fife is going to go for 2. Our two-point conversion attempt presented by Navexa Marketing, driven by data defined by design. They will go for 2. Ryder Smith goes in motion. It'll be an option to Smith, and he gets brought down to the backfield. Conversion attempt no good, but, ladies and gentlemen, Fife not only on the scoreboard and keeping the state's longest active scoring streak alive, they've got the lead for the first time tonight, up 6-3 with 11:10 left to go in this third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
No credit or bad credit? No problem at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace, and here at Ace Auto Sales, we know life happens. That's why we're here to help you drive away in a car you'll love. With hassle-free financing and unbeatable deals, you could be on the road in about 30 minutes. Every car now comes with a warranty for added peace of mind. Our customers keep coming back, and we think you will too. Visit us at Ace Auto Sales and browse our inventory at aceautosalesonline.com. That's aceautosalesonline.com.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
A full minute is not even off of that clock yet. 50 seconds to be exact here in the third quarter. And Fife, after being down 3-0 in the halftime break, just 2 plays, and they're up 6-3. Maddox Doss will boot it away. Boom Hurd all the way up here. 17-yard line, reined in. Fife in pursuit, and Fife gets a great tackle from Hayden Parker. Called his name twice now in a matter of about 4 plays. Up to the 28-yard line. First down and 10 upcoming for the Geraldine Bulldogs. Let's check our Collins Constructor scoring recap with Bryce Tutherow. Bryce.
Yes, it was 5 for a total of 2 plays for 60 yards, and it took them 44 seconds, and it was Gibson on a run for 55 yards for the touchdown.
11:05 left to go in the third. Collins Constructors bringing you our scoring recap. First down and 10. Collins will now looking to answer. Fife's quick strike ability on display with their first offensive touch of the second half. Two men split out wide right. Slogater gets the handoff. Met in the backfield. He'll work his way for a positive gain of about 2. Ryder Gibson all over him from behind. 2nd down and 8. Ryder Gibson trying to be a bit of a terrorist, if you will, in the backfield.
Yeah, he was right back there. I mean, as soon as he got that ball, he was hanging on him. A good job just to get the 2 yards, to be quite honest with you.
2nd down and 8 at the Geraldine 30. They move right to left as you listen. Geraldine content to continue trying to slow the game down, work the clock. They break the huddle with 16 seconds left on the play clock. 2 men split wide right. Slogater to the right of John Beck Wade, the quarterback at sophomore. John Beck Wade, 3-step drop, will have to take off and run. Up the gut he goes, trying to bounce it outside. He'll get wrangled up by Ryder Gibson. And it's going to be just shy, I believe, of the first down marker. And indeed it will be by about 8 inches, maybe a full yard.
He needs the 38, and I believe they're marking it down at the 37, so it's going to be about a full yard short.
You leaned over and was trying to signal just that close.
Just that close.
Huge 3rd down here for the Geraldine Bulldogs. Trying to answer. I don't think this is go for it territory if they don't get it, but I believe you're going to get a heavy dose of running right here. Had it already this drive, and indeed it'll be Wade right side. I don't know if he got it. It'll depend on the spot. I believe that far side judge says he got it.
It's going to be close.
He's right on the 38. I believe that's a generous spot. I thought he got hit. I thought he got hit at the line of scrimmage, but.
Yep. They said first down. They haven't moved the chains yet.
He's motioning them out.
There they go. First down pickup. Say, if it is a first down indeed, by the nose of the football, shall we say.
Yeah, he needed the 38-yard line, and that ball's on the Geraldine side of that 38-yard line, so he just barely got it.
9:05 left to go in the third quarter. 6-3 our score. The only touchdown of the night by Fife's offense. Missed 2-point conversion a few moments ago. 38-yard line, first down and 10 for Geraldine. Up the gut on a power play. Gains 7 yards to the 45-yard line. Does Jacob Bryant, the junior running back, and that got some noise being made. Sounded like them stomping of the bleachers over here down to our right. I'm not sure what the inside joke is there, but
student section just trying to make some noise, stomping on those bleachers.
2nd down and 3. I thought it was one of those situations like if you had a kid named Julio and they go, oh, you know, kind of thing. Or Bo or something.
Yeah,
you know.
remember, they're not booing.
They're not booing, that's right. 2nd down and 3. Brody Freeman out wide on the man split wide right. Ryder Smith on the man split near side here to the left. John Beck Wade, quarterback keeper. Fife's going to string him out in the backfield. That's a loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 4.
Great penetration by the Fife defense there on this right side of the defensive line, throwing him for a loss, and that's big right here. Now they really need to make this a 4th and 5 here.
Greg, I got to ask, was Wade supposed to have that ball? It looked almost like there was a little confusion there.
There could have been. I'm not sure if it was a called run, called quarterback kind of pulled it out of his belly there. Probably some type of read, maybe the wrong read.
3rd down and 4 from the 44. Fife looking to plug up that middle. Man comes in motion from the slot right to left. John Beck Wade, quarterback keeper all the way. The hole is opened up the middle, and nobody's going to get him. Touchdown, John Beck Wade, as he turns around and looks and is taunting. No call, no flag. Touchdown, Geraldine, but man, oh man. He turned around at the 5-yard line and had something to say.
Yeah, I hate to see that in high school ball. I just wish they would cut that out. I hate to see it in college now, but I guess they've let that genie out of the bottle.
Had to put them up 9-0 for the Geraldine Bulldogs. Lucas Phillips will be on to attempt the extra point, which could make this a 4-point game. I would think the all-out block is on here. Fife will try for it. They're not going to get there. The extra point attempt is up and good, and it is 10-6. Geraldine on top with 7:19 left to go in the third. 2 huge runs up the gut for both squads. And we've got a Different ball game than what we had going into the halftime break. Huge, to say the least. Let's take a quick break. Back in 30 seconds on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, cow trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Well, if you thought these two teams didn't want a championship, think again. Both offenses have come out and laid a couple of haymakers to each other here. Kick very short. Ryder Smith fields it on the run, and he'll get up to the 40-yard line.
Blow it dead, man.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand why all of this is being allowed to continue on when the forward progress has stopped. He got to the 40, and they're marking it at the 39 at that, too.
No. I mean, he was stood up and getting moved and shoved across the field for a solid 15 seconds before they ever blew the whistle.
First down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Fife offense going back to work. Wild Devil, Hayden Parker, Ryder Gibson. It'll be Parker taking the snap directly left side. This time the gain not near as good. He got up to the 40, and they're marking him back at the line of scrimmage. I mean, I'm right on it. I'm right on the 40-yard line by my perspective, folks. No gain. Second down and 10 at the 39. Moving left to right. Wild Devil still. Every Geraldine defender within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. Ryder Gibson gets the call. Up the gut he goes to the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, third down and 7.
He got to the 43.
Third down and 7 to go.
Still early in the third quarter, but boy, this is a crucial play right here. Fife really needs to pick up this third down conversion.
First third down attempt of the second half. 42-yard line. Play action. Maddox throws. Ryder Gibson's wide open in the flat to the left. He steps out of one tackle, nearly slides out of another, but picks up a huge Liberty Bank first down. What a pass, what a catch from Maddox Doss to Ryder Gibson. And that's his first catch of the season, by the way, gentlemen.
Oh, it came in a timely spot.
It's well designed, too. Just roll out to the left and just a little 2-yard sideline out route right there out of the backfield. And beautiful pass right on target, perfectly in the hands of Gibson. Gibson doing what Gibson does, breaking tackles.
Yeah, you get him in the open field, that's what you're looking for.
31-yard line, Geraldine territory. Wild Devil still. Ryder Gibson the carry this time, trying to bounce it out right side. Slides out of a couple of tackles. He'll get inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. A gain of 4, second down and 6 upcoming. 5:25 left to go, and Fife just like that trying to get on the move, courtesy of what is intended to be a short pass that Ryder Gibson turned into about a 20-yard gain or so.
Yeah, it was just, like you said, intended to get that first down, and he was able to make something happen and get about an extra 15, 20 yards out of it, so it sets Fife up nice here in Geraldine's zone.
Second down and 6. Ryder Gibson gets the handoff. He'll hand it off to Ryder Smith, and Smith is fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost half a yard, if that, but it is third down and still 6 to go. Third down at the 27-yard line.
And we have not seen Maddox Doss on offense this half, except for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Third down and 6. Wild Devil look again. Parker Kennard to Snifferback. Direct snap to Ryder. Ryder comes right side, and Ryder gets maybe a gain of 1 to the 26. It'll be fourth down. Now it's a fourth down and 5. And the way this game is going now at this particular point, the pace, the tempo, everything has changed a bit. It feels like this is almost a must-get-it here. Maddox is in the game.
So that tells you that we're going to look at a a pass-run option here, I would think, with Maddox.
Fourth down and 5. They need the 21. Maddox, play action, rolls left, keeps his eyes down the field. He'll fire. He had Cooper wide open, and he missed him. Fourth down conversion, no good. He put that one a little bit too far out in front of Cooper Harrison.
Had one-on-one on the outside, and I think they were looking to go to Hunter Latham, maybe in the back corner of the end zone. And Maddox has plenty of strength to get it there. I mean, he was looking for Cooper Harrison, though, and just overshot him kind of in between Latham and Harrison.
Cooper was wide open, too. That one's going to hurt.
Yeah.
First down and 10 at the 26. Fife scored on that very same play against Holly Pond last week, by the way, Greg, in that third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it was there. Just missed the throw right there.
First down and 10 at the 26. The Fife defense going back to work. Boy, do they need a stop here in a big way. 3:41 left to go in the third. Down 4, 10-6. Man goes in motion. Wade's going to keep it. He'll take it left side, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage, and indeed he will. Second down and 10 upcoming. Chase Hutcherson in on the tackle for the Fife Red Devils, as well as Bryson Green. Mean Green, who leads this team in assisted tackles. He's not far off from being one of the lead tacklers as well.
Quick point of note here, too. You got Asher Godwin in on the defensive line, trying to get some fresh bodies, you know, some little bit cleaner jerseys, get them in there, get them dirty, give some of these guys a break that's been playing really hard on both sides of the ball.
We might also be trying to put some slanters in left and right instead of bulldozing.
Second down, and they say about a half a yard gain on that previous play, so second down and 9.5 or so to go. Two men split wide right. Wade, the quarterback keeper all the way. Fife read it, but cannot bring him down. He's wide open on the right side. He's got green grass in front of him. Hunter Latham will get in there and trip him up, but it's a huge gain into Fife territory at the 21-yard line. John Beck Wade showing why he gets all the headlines for the Geraldine Bulldogs.
Yeah, another great run, great vision there. Fife had a man on him, and he just cut back inside of him and just took off. And once he got in open field, boy, it was tough to catch him.
A score that goes into the end zone here will make this a very difficult task for Fife as we're nearing the 2.5 mark left here in the third quarter, down 4, 10-6.
Not only was that a big yardage gain, that's a field goal range for Geraldine.
They don't think field goal here, buddy.
Oh, they ain't, but hey, I mean, makes you think differently.
They have kicked it once tonight, so if Fife can hold here, they might do it to go up 7. Wade, the give to Slogater. Slogater gets about 4, I believe, to the 16-yard line. Second down and 6. Bryson Green on the tackle for Fife. And a man is up, hurt for the Red Devils. And I believe that was Brody Freeman. Kind of slow to get up there.
Coach Davis running in a backup quarterback to give Wade a little bit of a breather. That's Braxton Franklin, 6'3", 167, a freshman.
Second down and 6. Franklin alone in the backfield for the moment, sends a man in motion. It's a keeper by Franklin, up the gut. He finds a crease. He finds the 5-yard line, the 3-yard line for a first and goal. Well, they might have changed quarterbacks, but you couldn't have told it right there.
No, great run again by the backup quarterback. Took it off the left side of his center and found some running room and great vision down the field.
And John Beck Wade is coming back in. The sophomore sensation for the Geraldine Bulldogs. Down to the 3-yard line, first and goal. And Fife is tired. Everybody at the line. Power left side. Keeper by Wade up the gut. He'll get stopped after about a yard gain. Second and goal upcoming. That's another situation, too, though. I want to play both sides. That should have been blown dead.
Yeah, they need to. They're going to get somebody hurt in one of these piles like that, and that's the bad thing. You don't want to see that happen.
Yeah, speaking of getting hurt there, I mean, it was going backwards and 3 people just diving on the pile as it's going backwards.
A 1-yard gain by Wade sets up a second and goal from the 2. Probably going to get a heavy dose of Wade here until he can punch it in. If he can punch it in, they've got to run one more play. There's 22 seconds left on the game clock. Play clock down to 14. Wade leaning forward at the snap. Doesn't matter. He'll have the touchdown. A 10-point lead now, potentially 11 with the extra point pending. Lucas Phillips will be on to attempt that extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good to make it an 11-score game. 17-6 our score with 10 seconds left to go in the third on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
Ryder Smith fields the kickoff, and stop me if you've heard this one before, 39, 40-yard line, that area.
It's the same kick every time, right, to Ryder Smith, and he tries to catch it on the run and get what he can, but it's difficult to do when it's kicked that short, and the kick team's able to get down and cover that quick.
4 seconds left to go in the third. This will be the only play for this Fife drive, at least on this side of the clock, and they've got work to do. Down 2 scores now, 17-6. Man split out wide left for Fife. Maddox Doss, the quarterback keeper. Maddox left side. Maddox gets popped after a 1-yard gain to the 40, and that'll take us to the fourth quarter. 17-6 our score after 3 on the Fun Radio Sports Network. Geraldine on top.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Ready to lose weight and feel great? The Diet Consultants in Fort Wayne are here and ready to help. Owner Russell Hutcherson, CRNP, helps patients achieve their weight loss goals with weight loss medications and nutrition planning catered specifically to each patient with no consultation fees. Visit us at 1600 Galt Avenue South or call 256-426-3693 to schedule your appointment today and receive a new patient discount. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, The Diet Consultants. Your success is our priority.
Begin final countdown. Now more Red Devil play-by-play. Fourth quarter on Fun 92.7.
Start of the fourth quarter here on Fun Radio, 92.7 FM HD2. Fife with work to do, and the football second down and 9 as they swapped ends of the field. 40-yard line, second down and 9, moving right to left. Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Josh Drawbaugh, and Bryce Tutherow. Here's a give, Ryder Gibson, and he's tripped up in the backfield. A loss of about a yard. Third down and 10. I don't know if Ryder just lost his footing there, if he got tripped up 1, but it's a loss of 1. Bring up third down and 10.
Looked like the turf monster got him right there because he had some room to run. Probably could have got about 5 or 6 yards, but as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage in that hole, he just hit the dirt.
Down 2 scores. Is this 2-down territory?
Gosh, I don't know yet. It depends on what you do here on third. And if it's 4th and 10, I don't think it is. But if you can pick up half of it, probably so.
Maddox, play action, rolls out right. Keeps his eyes downfield, will take off and run. He'll end up getting about 6 yards to the 46-yard line to set up a 4th down and about 3.
Now I think it is. Now I think you answer your question there. I believe it is.
Cooper Harrison was 7 yards down the field and got hit as a receiver.
Let me make this easier on you. It's now 4th down and 2. They moved the ball up a yard. Some of these ain't gone the way of Fife tonight. That one kind of did. I'll give them that. They scooted that ball up a yard. I thought a bit of a generous spot. Fife is going to go platoon swap here. And they'll also swap the football. Will the ball boy come out?
We're going to have to call timeout. We're going to have to call timeout.
He's saying reset the clock is the official.
Okay.
Fife's punting this football. Maddox Doss back to punt it away. Geraldine, I think, surprised by it. They've got nobody back to field it. Go stop it from going into the end zone, boys. It'll take a Fife roll down to the 4-yard line. That'll back Geraldine up 96 yards away from the goal line, but that just means 96 yards of opportunity to run clock with 10:08 left to go and an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Yeah, you need a quick stop. Sorry, you need a quick stop here or a turnover. I mean, those are the two things you're looking for. You got to get Geraldine's offense off the field.
Heavy dose of Wade?
Most likely. And he has the ability to break one quick, too. So, I mean, like I said, it's probably going to be a heavy dose of Wade. So, like Greg said, got to do something to get the ball out of Geraldine's hands on offense.
First down and 10 at the 4-yard line. Wade standing about a yard inside his own end zone, and Fife is there to bottle up Schlageter after a yard gain to the 5. Second down and 9 to go.
I think that's a generous spot, too, because it looked to me like he got brought down at the 4 right at the line of scrimmage, so he must have reached and got the ball out or something.
But they were tugging on that ball pretty hard, so I'm not sure about that. I agree with you on the spot part.
Second down and 9 at the 5-yard line. And again, Geraldine more than content to work on that clock. Wade gets into the huddle at 16. They break it at 14. 2 men split wide left. One to the short side here near us. Wade all alone in the backfield. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and now Geraldine's going to call a timeout. They let too much time tick down on them before they could get that snap off. We'll take the break. Be back in a moment after this timeout by Geraldine. 9:19 left to go in the ball game. 17-6 our score. Bulldogs on top.
Ready to lose weight and feel great? The diet consultants in Fort Wayne are here and ready to help. Owner Russell Hutcherson, CRNP, helps patients achieve their weight loss goals with weight loss medications and nutrition planning catered specifically to each patient with no consultation fees. Visit us at 1600 Galt Avenue South or call 256-426-3693 to schedule your appointment today and receive a new patient discount. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, The Diet Consultants. Your success is our priority.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
Out of the timeout, second down and 9. Wade the carry left side. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Third down and 9 upcoming. And I think maybe getting a little conservative here. This back deep in the shadows of their own goalpost. And an 11-point lead at this point.
Well, and a 2-score lead, too. So, again, that makes a big difference. You can afford to get a little conservative here and just eat that clock up.
Afford to punt the football.
Yes, sir.
Fife's offense outside of that first 2-play drive has been held in check here the second half. Third down and 9. 2 men split wide left. Tight end and wingback go in motion from right to left. Now the wingback gets settled back in on the right side. Give Schlageter up the middle. Ian Slayton is there to wrangle him up in the backfield at the 4-yard line. There's a little emotion from Big Country, and that'll bring up fourth down and 10 at the 4.
It was almost a fumbled ball. Popped out, and he caught it midair. That was good on the running back there. It was almost fumbled.
Exactly what you need right there, a defensive stop. Geraldine didn't even gain a yard on that drive, and then now you're getting good field position right here, hopefully, if everything can go clean.
Garcia is standing about a yard away from the back line of the end zone. to punt the football away. And there's a flag. No, the clock did not run out.
I think they're counting the number of men on
Five
the field.
Five's got 12 men. No, it's not. Five's got 12 people, I believe. 10, 11, 12.
Yep, 12.
There's 12 men on the field for Five. Public address announcer making the call before the official does.
And we haven't sent anybody out
Nobody's
yet.
gone off the field yet. Boy, oh boy. Only the second penalty of the night against Five, 3 against Geraldine, and that one hurts big time, though, because it gives them room to punt this football. Maddox standing at the Geraldine 43-yard line, clock winding down.
25 seconds, and they're going to let it run.
Yep. Nope, they're going to go ahead and kick it. Five tried to get after it. Maddox fields the ball at the 42. Maddox slides out of one tackle. He'll get it to the 38-yard line. 7:30 left to go in the game. 5:38 yards away from a score. They would love nothing more than to get a quick score here, much
really,
like the way the second half started.
Yeah, I really need anything you can get to. Bryce said it earlier in the break. Kind of get the crowd back in it too. They've kind of been tough. Not really a whole lot to cheer about up to this point. So got to do something to get the crowd back in it, get the band back in it. Cheerleaders always in it. So Five got to do something quick.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Maddox in at quarterback, play action. He'll roll right, look to throw. He'll fire deep down the field. It's a jump ball. It's an interception. Maddox's first of the season. Eli Schlageter with the interception.
Schlageter did everything that you are supposed to do and taught to do as a defensive back. He just come up, cut the route off, played the ball at the highest point, and I mean, wasn't the worst throw in the world from Dawson, just maybe a hair short. Had he been able to put that on the outside shoulder of Harrison, Harrison would have been the only one able to catch it. The good news is, though, about that is Geraldine's got the ball at their own 20, so they still got to go 80 yards in order to get anything, but not what you needed right there for the Fife Red Devils.
Maddox's first interception thrown this season, only the second turnover by the Fife Red Devils this season. 1st down and 10 at the Geraldine 20. Bulldogs going to work. Wade coming to the near side, slides out of a tackle, spins out of another. He'll get about 7 yards, and Ryder Gibson's finally able to bring him down.
Yeah, Hunter Latham had him on the edge as Wade tried to squeak through that hole. Gibson was finally, like I said, able to catch up with him, but Wade, he's just got that burst of speed that he just be waiting and waiting and waiting, and he sees a little sliver of room, and he hits it hard. So you got to give credit where credit's due. Wade is very fast.
2nd down and 3. Bryce Tuthero, I think it's easy to say desperation mode has been reached.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely desperation mode. It's time to do anything you can, just get the ball. Don't be playing it safe no more.
Stacks to the left, 2 wide receivers. Wade hands it off to Schlageter. Right side of the formation, he'll get up to the 30-yard line. I believe that would be good enough for the 1st down. And indeed they are.
He's trying to bounce it back to the left just a little bit. Just knew he needed that yard and jumped over the pile and the cluster right there at the line.
1st down and 10 at the 30. Fife needs a big-time play defensively here. A turnover would be huge if they can force one. Even in that loss to Maplesville earlier in the season, they won the turnover battle 1-0 in that game. Not winning it tonight thus far. John Beck Wade gets popped. He's met immediately and will end up gaining about a yard. 2nd down and 9. Ian Slayton with the tackle.
Oh, that was Mean Green on a blitz.
Yeah, Bryson Green come off the left side of that line. Kind of helped Slayton out a little bit. Slayton kind of helped finish the job, but Green come off the right side, or the left side rather, on a blitz, and then, like I said, Slayton finished it off.
5.5 left to go in this one. 17-6 our score. Geraldine the lead and the football. 2nd down and 9 at the 31. Geraldine confused a little bit offensively here. Now they get themselves set. Wade, quarterback keeper. gains about 3 to the 34. 3rd down and 6 to go. And they can snap this football next with about 4.5 minutes left to go in the game.
Cooper Harrison come up, kind of ran right past the play, just talking about Wade's speed. Wade just took it straight up the middle, gained 3 or 4 yards, and like I said, moving the football now. Now they really let that clock milk a little bit, and each time they take a snap, they got 3rd down and about 6, but each time they take a snap, they're going to run about 45 seconds off the clock.
3rd down, 6 to go. They need the 40. Ball rests at the 34. 2 men split wide left. That don't mean nothing. Oh, wait a minute. They are going to throw it out that way. It will be 4th down, but a 4th down and about 2 to go after the catch made by Cade Justice. I would think.
That's a great job by Brody Freeman just to stand that play up just enough to get some help on the outside, because the receiver over there on that left side, he just about broke it in order to get the 1st down, but Freeman held up long enough to get some help and make this 4th down and about 2.
Well, I was going to say I would think Coach would be content to punt it, Coach Davis that is, but instead he's going for the throat. He's going to try and convert this 4th down and 2. They'll hand off. Schlager, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
And Fife swarmed to the football, too. I mean, they put hat on a hat and tried everything they could to not let him get to that line, but just the will and the want to of Schlager got that 1st down.
And that could very well be the ball game right there.
Down 2 scores with 3:35 left. Geraldine milking the clock the way they are. It's going to be, I don't want to say it'll take a miracle, but it's close to it.
They can snap this ball with about 3:15 left on the game clock. 41-yard line. 2 men split wide right this time. They'll give it up the gut. 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. And that was Braxton Franklin playing wingback that time. Now Coach Benefield's going to pop his timeout, so he's got 2 left after this one. 3 minutes left to go. Fife praying hard in this one. 17-6 our score. Geraldine on top on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
You need a place to save to start now. Get along for that first house. Caught in the storms of life or just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come see Brandon and Cherie Rains at Fife Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter needs. Brandon and Cherie grew up in Fife and have served the community for many years. Local people who know and care about you. Fife Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. till noon, and closed on Sundays. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
After the Fife timeout, Coach Benefield will have 2 remaining in his pocket. 2nd down and 8 for Geraldine. They got all the Bulldozers to the left side of the line, and John Beck Wade is going to follow them and only get about a yard, maybe 2. Let's see where they mark this. They're going to put it at the 46, so they'll actually say again at 3.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5. And 2:40 left to go. I'm a little shocked Coach Benefield is not popping one of his 2 last timeouts.
Penalties have not been the worst problem in the world. They've been very timely. I'll just put it that way. They've been very timely, but
3 for Geraldine on the night, 2 for Fife.
It's more of where the spotting of the football has kind of been a little suspect, but again, just 2 hard-fought teams going at it head-to-head.
3rd down and 5 at the 46. John Beck Wade out to the left side. He's got a hole for days. He has the 1st down. Little extracurricular at the end, no flag. A 3rd down conversion by the Geraldine Bulldogs. Might have just secured this region championship.
I think the only mistake that Wade made right there was going out of bounds. I don't really think he had an option, but
he actually lost the ball. He went to slid inbounds and lost it when it went out.
I think Coach Davis would have rather that ball had stayed inbounds because, well, I mean, they're running the clock anyways, even though it shouldn't be running.
Well, he slid inbounds and then the ball came out.
Well,
so.
In that case, it should be running.
90 seconds away, and the Geraldine Bulldogs will claim the Class 3A Region 8 title. Schlageter up the middle, and they're still going. Geraldine just running it down the throat of Fife now. An 8-yard gain by Schlageter, 2nd down and 2. Don't forget, our post-game wrap-up presented by Northeast Alabama Community College comes your way right after the conclusion of this one. Both teams have secured first-round home playoff games in 2 weeks' time. Fife has a bye week entering next week. Geraldine has one more game to go against Douglas on a Thursday night. John Beck Wade plunges forward, I believe, for a first down. They might be marking him short. Nope, there's the signal for first down. That'll do it. Now they'll have to run one more play. The clock has not started. The play clock is down to 25. Game clock at 40, and the region championship is going to reside in Geraldine, Alabama. Once again, we flip-flop wins. And it looks like Geraldine will finally go into victory formation and take a knee. They will. That'll do it. Your final score is going to end up being 17-6. Geraldine wins the Class 3A Region 8 championship. Congratulations, Bulldogs. Both teams now await their playoff opponents. Geraldine will be back here for the first round. Fife will return home for the first round. Clock hits 0, and everything is officially final. 17-6. This one wraps up here this evening. Geraldine wins it over the Fife Red Devils. We'll be back to tie a bow around this one right after this with the NACC postgame wrap-up on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get along to that first house. Caught in the storms of life, it's just fair weather. You'll be safe, First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come see Brandon and Cherie Rains at Fife Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter needs. Brandon and Cherie grew up in Fife and have served the community for many years. Local people who know and care about you. Fife Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. till noon, and closed on Sundays. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fife, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
The right logo makes you memorable, the right website makes you credible, and the right marketing makes you profitable. Let Navexa Marketing and Design help bring your vision to life. From stunning website design and eye-catching logos to powerful social media marketing and custom graphic design, we help your business stand out. Call us at 256-440-1145 or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And visit us online at navexamarketing.com. Navexa Marketing and Design, driven by data, defined by design.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
Now it's time for the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Bryce Tuthrow currently standing by with the head football coach of the Fife Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. Bryce?
Well, Coach, after that whole hard-fought game today, you got a bye week next week and heading into the first round of playoffs, so what's your thoughts?
We're going to need a week off after that. That was a very, very brutal physical game, and that's the way it's supposed to be played. And our guys hung in there, and we just couldn't get enough going offensively to match them. But neither team could much. It was just a lot of hard hits and kind of game good to watch.
All righty. Well, you have a good rest of the season, Coach.
Well, that season is going to continue, but it's going to take a couple of weeks to get to that point, as the Fife Red Devils now await their playoff opponent, whomever would be in that third slot in the cross region, which is Region 7. We will do our best to get a look at that and tell you whom that might be here in a moment, as the stadium is literally shaking below our feet. And rightfully so, as Geraldine has just won the region championship. At last report, it was Lauderdale County and Colbert Heights going at it for that third place slot. Rogers could have something to say in it as they take on Elkmont tonight. Elkmont, a non-playoff bound team. We will look and see that Lauderdale County Colbert Heights score. See what we might can find on that for you to give you coming up in just a bit. Our talk with Coach Benefield a moment ago. Bryce Tuthrow and Coach, presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. We will take a break. Be back with more of the NACC postgame wrap-up right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies, designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer deep tissue massages, relaxation and fire cupping, signature facials, chemical peels, and hydrofacials, hair removal, injections of both Botox and Juvederm. We customize and personalize your wellness journey. So call us today at Pennies from Heaven Spa, where you come to get away at 256-638-9772 or 256-638-9SPA.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank, PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Petals Flower Shop is proud to support Big Red and is owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. Jennifer takes the time to understand her clients' needs, making every interaction personal and thoughtful. Petals Flower Shop offers a wide selection of beautiful, fresh, and soaked flowers. Daily deliveries available for funerals, weddings, or any special occasion. Call 256-623-2763. Like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook or stop by their new location at 2236 Main Street, Shiloh in Rainsville, right beside W.T. Wilson Funeral Home. Petals Flower Shop, thoughtfully arranged, beautifully delivered.
Now back to the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Well, for one team, the postseason future will have to wait at least one more week, as the region champion Geraldine Bulldogs will take on Douglas next week on Thursday night. And they will await, it appears, it could be Rogers at this point, but we believe we know who Fife's opponent will be in the first round, as they have a bye week next week. They will take on, it appears to be, Lauderdale County. Nothing is official at this point. When it does become official, we will be certain to let you know on the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook page. Let's take a look at our final stats on the evening, and Stats got a bit of a boost there in the second half, in particular from that first drive, but slowed down kind of again. And we thought for a moment the offenses were going to explode, and for a brief moment they did, but things kind of slowed back down to a defensive slugfest again. Josh Strawbaugh has our stats on the night.
Yeah, I got a little bit of help there, that drive to come out and start the second half. And like Coach Benefield said in his interview, just not really able to get a whole lot going. Maddox Doss on the night, 8 carries for 35 yards, 27 in the first half, 8 there in the second. He was 2 of 6 passing. He had, I believe it was 31 there in the first half, 25 in the second, 56 for the total in the game. And then he had the interception down here that kind of put a hurting on just a little bit. Ryder Gibson had 10 carries on the night, 27 in the first half, 59 in the second, 86 total. The one for the touchdown was, I believe, right at 51 yards. That's what I have. Then Hayden Parker got a little bit of love there in the second half. Only got 2 carries, but got 9 yards out of it. And then, of course, Hunter Latham had the 31-yard reception there in the first half. Ryder Gibson with a 25-yard reception in the second half. So overall, not really a whole lot doing, kind of pushing the 200-yard boundary for offense and for Fife tonight. And we know that's not typical for Fife. That's very low for Fife's typical numbers. So hats off to Geraldine. They had a game plan. They come in and executed it to a T. Penalties weren't really that big of a problem, but they were very timely. As mentioned before, they were very timely. And like I said, spotting of the ball was a little suspect, but, overall officiating is not what lost the game. It was, like I said, just 2 really hard physical football teams going at it, and we all, I believe, got the battle that we expected.
Indeed, we did. We'll take one more time out. When we come back, we'll take a look at our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard, wrap up the night, give you the programming notes for the next couple of weeks as Fife enters a bye week. And as Coach said, it's a much-needed bye week. We'll be back right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
A cracked windshield isn't just a distraction, it's a hazard. That's why Rainsville Glass, LLC, owned by Josh and Randa Brandon, is here to give you peace of mind. Rainsville Glass handles more than just auto glass. They also offer residential, business, and commercial glass services, from repairing power windows to replacing Main Street East. Rainsville Glass, LLC. Clear solutions for your car, home, or business.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major's striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in 5. Call 256-440-1524 or quote today, or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
Now back to the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Welcome back to Coolidge-Isbell Field for the final few moments of the NACC post-game wrap-up. Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Josh Drawbaugh, and our good buddy from down on the sideline who got his ears finally working again, Mr. Bryce Tuthrow. Let's take a look now at our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. They want to drop the auto because they're more than just auto glass. They can repair more than that. It's Rainsville Glass LLC bringing you our high school football scores throughout the night. Bit of an entertaining one as Arab has tied it up with Boaz at 23-all. Late in that fourth quarter, so they've got a Donnybrook there for the third place seed, the winner getting that. Other places that affect this region, Sylvania up 55-14 on Brindley Mountain. Last look, Collinsville was up big, and they still are 24-6 over Holly Pond. It looks like Collinsville may retain that third seed and send Whitesburg Christian to their first playoff berth ever. In a very short history, very short time to get there. So Coach Jerry Adcock and the Whitesburg Christian Warriors potentially playoff bound. Madison Academy in Plainview, it was a little bit of a back and forth battle early. Plainview has doubled them up right now in the third quarter, 28-14 at last report. That coming up just up the road a bit. Russellville is running away from Priceville, 27-3 at last report in that ball game as well. Pisgah on top of North Sand Mountain, 30-7. Pisgah trying to run away with that one and win the region championship. And like we said earlier, Lauderdale County was up 31-13, which is the potential playoff opponent for the Fife Red Devils in 2 weeks' time. we kind of, to end this tonight, I kind of want to make sure that we kind of reiterate something. We said it in the commercial break. As frustrating as a few things were in this game, it wasn't those external frustrating factors that ended up losing this game, Greg.
No, not at all. I mean, Geraldine had an excellent game plan coming in, and they executed that game plan. You know, they kept the ball out of Fife's offensive hands. I would expect Ryder to get a lot more touches than what he was able to get, but again, that has a lot to do with Geraldine.
Indeed it does. Bryce, you were down there on the sideline. In spite of the, honestly, lackluster performance at times from Fife out there, it really never felt like that the demeanor just totally dropped, out of the stadium.
No, I mean, Fife still, never gave up, like always. Still out there, putting in all they got, even to the fourth quarter and till the game ended. And while I was out there, it was just two good teams. I mean, both just putting in the work in the offseason and coming out here and showing it.
They just dumped the proverbial Kool-Aid all over Coach Michael Davis as well, winning another region championship for the Geraldine Bulldogs. Hey, if we said it earlier, if history holds, it just means Fife wins this one next year.
Yeah.
They've been flip-flopping wins. That's just the way it's been going the last few years, and it's not a matter of home games or not. I mean, both teams have won at each other's place in the last few years, so just wasn't meant to be tonight. It's crucial, though, as Coach talked about, getting this bye week, getting rested, healed up. I noticed, we didn't talk about it, but I did notice Weston had gotten some extra taping done, and maybe it was in the halftime or somewhere in that third quarter on that arm and elbow, trying to keep him healthy. Connor Hutcherson looked to be, fairly okay tonight. He had to get some extra wrappage done. It's going to be good for those two guys to get some extra rest.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that bye week is going to mean a lot, especially, taking it easy. Just heal. Just let your body just heal. Do what it does, and don't be sore for the next game in the playoffs. You're going to come back just like new, brand new, get healed up.
We will follow along with that Lauderdale County region and let you know when it becomes official who is the playoff opponent in 2 weeks' time for the Fife Red Devils. In the meantime, as we've said, they get the bye week next week, time to rest and heal up for that November 7th first-round matchup. On Fun Radio tomorrow, beginning at 11:30 a.m., you can catch the Alabama Crimson Tide and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Pregame show from the Crimson Tide Sports Network airs at 11:30, kickoff at 2:30. Josh, appreciate you joining us, my man. You're 0 for 2 in your last two visits, though. Do we dare try to go 0 for 3 in the future?
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking about it, thought about it in the middle of the game, dating back to Piedmont last year. I'm 0 for 2 in my last couple of Fife games. Up to that point, I was undefeated. So, Fife folks probably won't ever be willing to welcome me back. But I appreciate you guys having me. Weird year for me a little bit on the broadcast side, so it was nice to get back behind a headset and call a football game. I've been kind of started on the radio side this year and kind of had to be a fan the last couple weeks, so it was just good, like I said, to get back behind the mic. So I appreciate you guys having me, and I was going to be here whether I was on the call or not. I wasn't expecting to, but the last minute phone call, obviously always willing to help out and do what I can to put out the Red Devil radio show product, because in my opinion it's one of the best in the state, if not the best. So again, I appreciate you guys having me, and hopefully Fife will be willing to welcome me back, but with 0-2, I don't know that that'll be the case.
Well, we do appreciate the work you did tonight. Well done, and we do look forward to having you back on in the near future. But to be honest, we do miss Jeremy when he's not here with us. I think the game 3 so far, that's a third of the season. It just occurred to me, JJ. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
We need some documentation or wage reduction or something.
I am 12.
Or 40 lashes. All right, that'll do it. That'll do it tonight from Coolidge-Isbell Field. The final 17-6. Geraldine defeats Fife to win the Class 3A Region 8 championship. And once more, congratulations to Coach Michael Davis and his Geraldine Bulldogs. For Josh Drawbaugh, Greg Mears, Bryce Tutherow, I'm Adam Ward saying so long, everyone. May God bless each and every one of you. And as always, go Big Red.
You have been listening to Fife Red Devil Football on Fun 92.7 HD2. Brought to you by
Collins Constructors, the Clarkson Pennington Law Firm, Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, the Town of Fife, and Mayor Paul Cagle, Southern Ceramic Solutions, First State Bank, Navexa Marketing and Design, 50 Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, The Diet Consultants, Fife Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, South State Realty, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, and by Heddle's Flower Shop.
Fife Red Devil Football. Online at fun927.com, on the Red Devil Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels, and on air on Fun 92.7 HD2.